As a movie, talk radio is a massive critical success in the United States. It was inspired by the current bad boy of American radio, Howard Stern, whose show features intense interviews, strange guests, abusive phone calls, and everything else that deregulated radio will bring to this country once we open the sluice. To find out exactly what Howard Stern looks and sounds like, let's go live by satellite to New York. And if our Sinclair 6-inch radio aerial on top of the Empire State Building is in operation, we shall be seeing him right now. Can you hear me, Howard Stern?
Yes, I can hear you. Hey, good morning, everybody. What do you say? Just trying to figure out what to do. Maybe I'm particularly pooped today. Pooped.
It's Monday. Didn't you get any rest over the weekend?
I got some rest over the weekend, Robin. But I don't know. I stayed up till 9 o'clock. I was all charged up from the big football game. Did you watch the game?
No.
A great game.
Really? Who was playing?
Miami and San Diego. For a playoff they're in the playoffs,
So Miami won, right?
No, Miami lost in a heartbreaker.
You're kidding.
Could you believe some of the officiating?
Terrible.
Wow.
Worst game I've ever seen.
The most exciting game I've ever seen.
The officials made it exciting?
Yeah, you had to see this. The first weird call of the day was San Diego was out of bounds and was awarded a touchdown.
Really?
I mean, painfully out of bounds.
Right.
How do you do that?
The refs just, I don't know, they were like high or something.
But then later on in the game, the guy was painfully inbounds.
Yeah.
And they said it was no touchdown.
Right.
So it sort of evened out.
That was weird. And then in what had to be the kookiest call of the game, even the guys like commentating and stuff didn't understand what was going on. Nobody understood what was going on. The San Diego quarterback, Humphreys, is that his name?
Yeah.
Humphreys? He throws the ball. And, no, wait, was this Miami?
No.
This was Marino.
Keith Jackson. Are you talking about the guy that was running and just threw the ball?
No, yeah. The guy who caught the ball and then just threw it to the other guy.
That's Keith. Well, there were a couple of weird plays, but Keith Jackson had the ball and he was about to be tackled. And he went to go throw it to another guy and hit the ground. It should have been a fumble.
Right.
San Diego recovered, and the official said it's a dead ball.
Wow.
Well, picture this. Marino throws a pass.
Yeah.
The guy catches it.
Right.
Okay. The guy catches it, and it was a great catch. It was about 30 yards, right?
Yep.
Instead of just holding on to the ball and falling down, he takes the ball and he tries to throw it to another guy.
And he's no quarterback.
No. So it should have been ruled a fumble. It was just obviously a fumble. It was a fumble.
Yeah.
That was the end of it. It was a fumble, and San Diego had recovered. Mm-hmm. They blow the whistle. The play is dead. They place the ball 30 yards ahead. They say it was a completed pass, and then the guy threw
an illegal
pass. So and then called it second down.
And what happened to San Diego recovering the ball?
Nothing. Here's what they did.
Wouldn't it be an interception?
Well, it would have been a fumble with a recovered.
But if he's calling it an illegal pass, if somebody caught it, it would be an interception.
Well, nobody caught it. The guy just picked it up off the ground. But it was a fumble. It wasn't a incomplete pass.
What they did is they gave him first down where he caught the ball, and then penalized him 5 yards for having an illegal pass. So it was like first and 15.
Weird.
Right.
It was very strange.
It was very
strange.
And
the announcers were
befuddled.
They were like,
well, everyone was.
They rewrote the rule book yesterday.
But it was a great game, and I felt real bad for Miami.
I know I tuned in about 8 minutes before the game was over, and Miami was ahead.
Yeah, well, what happened is San Diego scored. There was only 40 seconds left in the game. And Miami got the ball, ran threw a couple of plays. They were out almost to the 50-yard line. They had to kick a field goal. The snap was high. Did you read that? The snap was high?
Yeah, that's what they say. It was a 48-yard field goal, but if there was anyone in the league that could have made it, it's that guy.
Yeah, I know. What's his name? Stoyanovich. And he missed the field goal from, how many guys can make a 50-yard field goal? Consistently. It was a great game. So Miami lost by a point.
Wow.
But you know what? What happened to Miami yesterday is exactly what they did to the Jets earlier in the season.
Wow.
The Jets are up, so hell with them. But it was a great game.
I think I was rooting for Miami.
Were you?
Yeah, I just found myself rooting for them because they seem like the underdogs, didn't they?
Well, the whole rap is that Marino's going to go into the Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and he's never been to the Super Bowl. Or
who's better, Marino or Montana? Montana.
But Marino's got, he's still got 7 or 8 years left in him. they say.
Really? At 35 years old, he's got...
Is he 35? I think he's 32.
No, he's 35. I think he's 35. This is just guy talk. I'm just trying to be a real man. I watch one game and I'm ready for guy talk.
The whole season has passed. You finally watched the game.
The whole season has eluded me.
Did you watch any of the other games?
No, I was working.
You didn't miss a thing. They were all really boring.
Yeah, I know Chicago got blown out by good. Screw Chicago.
San Francisco.
But Chicago lost, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah.
You said they were blown out by San Francisco.
Yeah, right.
Going
Good.
to play Dallas next week.
That's the big game. That's the giant.
That's the real Super Bowl right there.
Right. The two games.
And how much you want to bet that's going to be a blowout game too? It always is.
The two games before the Super Bowl are always the most exciting games. Way more exciting than the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is usually a blowout.
Right. It's really boring.
Well, anyway, yesterday's football game was real good. There's something real comforting to me to watch a football game. It's kind of communal or something. You feel like you're in touch with a lot of people. I don't know what it is about it.
Well, there are a lot of people watching that.
Yeah, and you feel like you're part of something.
I was just reading about the Super Bowl ads costing $1 million for 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. So you must imagine there are a lot of people with you when you're watching those games.
Yeah. Must be a lot of high-income people watching those Super Bowls.
Or just 10 billion little people with $1 or $2.
Yeah.
That somebody wants to get.
We're going to have to look at a lot of commercials of Paul Reiser's head inside a computer. Every minute with that commercial. That's a good computer, though.
Which one is he doing?
Aptiva. It's an IBM thing if people who don't, want to spend too much on a computer. Paul Reiser's the spokesman. IBM wouldn't ask me. After all, I'm actually an IBM user.
You know what else is bugging me? That they say there's just nobody to host the Oscars this year.
I'll do it. Christ, me and Rama can handle that, sure.
But Whoopi and Billy aren't available, and suddenly there's nobody.
Yeah. Right.
I thought Letterman...
Well, they're negotiating with Letterman. Letterman has shied away from doing it for years. They say the talks are serious, but there's no sure bet that he will do it.
You know who would be great to host the Oscars?
Who?
And I'm being serious now. Jackie the Joke Man Martin. I'm being serious. I would watch that in a minute.
You're right, because you know what I saw Jackie hosting Friday night?
Yeah.
I saw him hosting the Great American Strip-Off on the Playboy Channel.
Yeah, wasn't he good at that?
All right?
Hey, if he did that all right, why don't they give him a shot at something big?
If he can handle an audience of 3, why not an audience of 3 billion?
He's proven himself. At least as an audition tape. Hey, everybody, finally, me. I think it'd be a scream.
12 minutes.
12 minutes to get to Jackie.
That would be wild. Just turn it over to Jackie.
Hey, today I'm going to do Song of the Year. I'm going to pick the Song of the Year.
Wonderful. You've decided. You've spent the weekend going over your picks.
Well, I've spent a year going over all my records, and I always think about the Song of the Year as I go through the year.
Is that right? You're always thinking, is this going to make it?
Yeah, and there's I'll name the Album of the Year and the Song of the Year.
Ooh, Album of the Year, too.
Right. That's right. 12 past 6 o'clock here in New York.
You almost sounded credible for a second, like it meant something.
So alert the press, Gary, that I'll be announcing Song of the Year.
As I always do.
Right. All right.
And they ignore us.
No one has yet to pick up on that and write an article that Howard Stern has picked Song of the Year.
1 year, he picked the Ramones single, and the Ramones publicity people put out a press release.
Right.
It was ignored.
Yeah, even that was ignored. Well, anyway, call Chauncey. He'll print that. At least we know he'll cover it. And that rag stepping out. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Brother is the way to go. Brother P-Touch. Yeah, I love this thing. Are they still giving away that CD where you get $1 million? Oh, they are. Okay. Hey, listen to this. The Brother P-Touch, everyone knows what that is, but just in case there's one person out there who doesn't, it's actually a label machine. You bring it into your house, and you make labels with it. You make labels with it. Somebody fart?
Not I.
It smells like somebody duded in the room. Maybe it's me.
You don't even know when you're doing it anymore?
No, I didn't fart. Maybe I stink or something.
Oh.
But I'm usually pretty clean. I didn't shower yesterday. I showered in the morning. I didn't shower last night.
So it's over 24 hours?
Yeah, but I haven't duded since then, so I think I'm pretty clean. If I had, I would have. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, if I was a little dirty back there, I would have showered.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, I'm clean.
Check.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, this label maker is so cool that you can have professional labels. You look
I can look at you now.
There's a professional label maker for, you know, like you could like make labels for your CDs or your, not your CDs, for your...
If you want to.
I hate this. You can label your video cassettes, your audio cassettes. Don't leave me alone.
Oh.
She's hiding. All right, look, here's the point. If I told you that Brother has sold over 1 million P-Touches, I don't think you'd be surprised. But to celebrate this remarkable accomplishment, this milestone, Brother is offering a free CD of million-seller hits from the 80s and 90s to everyone who purchases a P-Touch after November 1st, 1994. So clearly here we are after November 1st. Dial 1-800-8-BROTHER for more details. 1-800-8-BROTHER.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
I wish I could play real guitar. Gary Marshall, the film producer, actually got me a Christmas gift, which I was surprised. I mean, that's really good. I must really be important if he'd get me a gift.
It looks like something he went out and got on his own, too.
I wrote him a thank you note that said, gee, I must be really important if you got me a gift.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks for considering me important.
I wrote, wow.
You didn't call him.
No, I don't want to bug the guy.
It sounds like he really wants to be your friend.
Yeah, well, I don't think he really wants to be my friend. No? I think he just wants to acknowledge that, we've been nice to him. Well, we've been nice to him because he's famous. Yeah, if he was nobody, we wouldn't be nice. Yeah, because he directed, Pretty Woman and did all those hit television shows. It's just cool to know him. And he's, like, really good. He doesn't have to ingratiate himself to us. Yeah, most people just treat us like dirt. So, like, he wrote a nice card and sent me a gift. Wouldn't you like to know who else gets a gift? Yeah. Like, what kind of company are you in? If I'm getting a gift, that means, hey, Gary, see if you can book Gary Marshall for a phone call for tomorrow so we could find out who else is getting gifts. Because if I'm getting a gift, who I don't know what that list is like. Yeah, I think Fred Norris must have gotten a gift. I can't be way up high on that list. Because first of all, he got me, this is between you and me. I won't say it to him when we're on the phone. But maybe I will. He got me a totally worthless gift. I mean, I don't really play guitar. Like, I can screw around on the guitar a little bit and play a little bit, but... You're not a aficionado. In fact, I was thinking of giving the gift to Fred, actually. Fred, would you have use for that thing? I might. What is that? I didn't really get a close look at it, but it looked like some kind of phase shifter of some sort. It's a phase shifter for your guitar. It's one of the old MXR. MXR. Yeah. Fred said it was sort of a collector's item. Oh, yeah. You mean they don't make it anymore? Nah, absolutely not. A lot of those things, you go into a guitar store now, they charge you, at the time they sold for $80. Nowadays they sell for like $400, $500 for just a little box. So you're saying that's like a $500 gift? It could be. Wow. I'm not saying that's what it's worth. Well, let me write down my questions for Gary Marshall. How much did that cost you? $500. Wow, I must be cheap or something because I wouldn't spend $500. He must be incredibly wealthy. Yeah. Oh, he is. He's an incredibly wealthy man. So $500 is like $25 to him. In fact, he should have spent $1,000. Maybe we should call Sam Ash and get an estimate. There you go. I'd like to know what it costs. Anybody know what what's it called again? MXR. You have to get a what? It's like an MXR, but I'm not sure what kind of phase shifter it is. It's a specific kind. Yeah, well, it was in an old box. But the thing is, I'm sure he didn't go out and buy it. He has people who think of cool gifts to get people. Yeah, but it almost looked like, But he knows the person to ask. Maybe it was his. It wasn't his. He doesn't look like a jammer. All right, so we want to ask Sam Ash we want to ask what it costs. We want to ask Gary Marshall who else he got gifts for. And why? Why did I get a gift? It's a totally worthless gift to me, but nevertheless, it's important that I got one. Well, if you could sell it for $500, it wouldn't be totally worthless. Can you really see me, though, walking into Sam Ash trying to, sell the thing? Don't you have people to do that for you? Yeah, Gary. Unload your unwanted gift. I'm even like Robin got me a very expensive gift, but I'm still trying to figure out what to do with it. I mean, it's like
you try to do something.
I don't know.
You always screamed about this great Garloo.
I was thinking about your gift. Like, what am I supposed to do? Even Jackie's lobsters I could eat. I now have this great Garloo. So, when I was a little kid, I loved great Garloo. There's no question I loved great Garloo. Great Garloo was a robot, a green robot that stood about, I don't know, what would you say? It's about 2 feet or something?
18 inches.
18 inches. It was a little robot that could move forward and backward and move its arms. So now I got it. Now I've got it sitting in I had it sitting in the house like since Robin gave it to me, and I'm like, well, now what? And she goes, and beautifully, it's in the beautiful box that the Great Garloo originally came in. But I'm an adult. I mean, what am I going to do with this thing? You can't give it to your kids to play with because it's a collector's item. It's got to be worth $500 or something. But what am I supposed to do with this gift? I'm going to send it to Gary Marshall. There's an idea.
That's what you do. You box it up and you send it to Gary Marshall.
I should just get a piece of junk and send it to Gary Marshall.
Let's see what he makes of it.
Yeah. Let's see him do it. Here, play with this. Oh, let's send it to Gary Marshall. That's a great idea.
Now my great Garloo will be bouncing all over the country in the hands of people who won't take care of it.
You can use this as much as I use yours.
Yeah. This gift is about as worthless as your gift. An expensive, worthless gift.
I hope you have a place for my junk. I still have about a place for yours.
I should just send him an old toaster.
There you go. Broken, like your father-in-law gives you.
It's like a broken old toaster. So anyway, I'm sitting there looking at this great Garloo, and finally I said, I don't know.
This great Garloo works.
Yeah, but it takes up space. I don't know what to do with it. And really, I'm too old to play with it. You know what I did? I took it, and I moved it forward. My kids went wild. They saw it go forward and backward.
That's one of the reasons I bought it for you. I thought you might like to show your kids what you played with as a child.
So do you think I should give it to the kids to play with? Or
no.
So what do I do with it?
It's a keepsake.
So you know what I did? I boxed it up and I sent it to, I have a little storage house. I'm leaving it there.
It's now hidden somewhere.
Yeah, because you don't want it to get broken.
No, I don't. That's true. Did you take the batteries out? Oh, jeez.
I don't think so.
They're going to corrode in there.
Oh, really? All right. Well, I haven't actually said it yet. The corroded batteries. All right, I'll take care of that.
Here, I went to such great lengths.
Yeah, it was like a cool gift, and I went, well, what am I going to do with this thing now that I got it home? Am I going to play with it?
Not a collector, I know.
No. Well, no. I guess not.
Oh, well, back to the drawing board. Give it to me.
What do you give the man who has everything? But, all right, we'll call Gary Marshall tomorrow, find out what that's all about.
Yeah, find out even if he knows what he gave you. Because if he has somebody else do it, he might not even know what you got.
Right.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
So, Gary, what is that thing?
Yeah, it's kind of like me and my wife. My wife's in charge of getting everyone Christmas gifts. Yeah. I don't know what anybody got. What do I know? She's got to go do that. What the hell am I married for? You want to hear my song of the year, or you want to...
Do you want to do it now?
I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
Is that something we ought to say for a more prominent hour? Or
all right. Okay. So be it. I guess it's too important to do right now. I'll try and contact Elvis later. I'll do that whole thing.
You don't necessarily try to get the people who win these awards on the show.
What awards?
Album of the Year and Record of the Year.
No, they wouldn't come on the show with us, probably.
I mean, if you told them you were giving them an award, maybe they would.
Well, that's smart. That's a way to get groups to come on the air with us.
Yes.
I'll tell them I'm giving them an award.
Right.
That's a way to get actors on the air with us, too.
Absolutely.
Why don't we give out great acting awards?
We could have our own globes.
Right.
Our Holly Globes.
Right. I think more appropriately, Robin's Globes.
Here we
All right, I'll take some phone calls.
But that's, you tell people, look, we have an award.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know why we hadn't thought of it before.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
How do you think these other guys start out?
Get De Niro on the phone. Tell him we have a statue to give him.
Well, he hasn't done anything this year. You want to award him for Frankenstein?
Sure, why not? Hello?
Hey.
Good start to a show. Good morning, everybody. I woke up this morning half dead. In the winter, I can't get out of bed. And I don't
Isn't it awful?
I don't know why we come in here.
You get that chill and you just want to stay in bed.
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Howard.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So then what's your problem?
Nothing.
So talk.
Okay. I have a person here who is arguing with me all night that believes that you have cheated on your wife.
Really?
Yes. As a matter of fact, there's two of them here. And I've been sitting here all night arguing with them.
Well, why would you waste your life arguing about something stupid like that?
Do you have a job?
I can't prove to you whether I've cheated on my wife or not.
Well, that was my defense, was that you cannot prove it, but, you know...
I haven't cheated on my wife, period.
I thought maybe these two had some proof.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there arguing?
If there was proof to be had, the Inquirer would have it.
So, okay, so... something cheap and meaningless like the Inquirer would actually have something.
I'm not really following this. I'm trying to hang in there with you, but I'm really not following what you're up to. If you're trying to say I cheated on my wife, I'm telling you I didn't.
Well, I'm in your defense here.
Okay, good. What are you high on? Are you smoking?
A little bit of booze here, but...
Yeah.
One of those nights, you know.
You don't have anything to do today?
No, it's the day off, you know.
I wanted to smoke a joint this weekend. I really got into it. I went to the Nine Inch Nails concert.
Oh, what'd you think?
I think they're incredible. I think that was the best concert I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
really?
I swear to God.
What did they do on stage?
It drove me to the point where I wanted to get high. And I haven't gotten high in... I said to Ralph, where's these... give me a joint. He goes, well, I didn't think you got high, so I didn't... You idiot. I finally have something to get high over. I want to enhance my experience.
I can't believe you. You were going to give up how many years of not getting high?
I know.
Just to get high for 9 Inch Nails.
But it's not like I stopped getting high. I just stopped getting high because I didn't feel like getting high anymore, but all of a sudden I felt like getting high. There was no reason not to. So I was ready to get high.
You wouldn't allow your children to do it.
No, of course not. They don't know how to handle that.
That's why I thought you did it, because you wanted to be a responsible parent and you didn't want to tell your children.
No, I lie to my kids. I always lie to my kids. I always tell them that I'm better than I really was. I tell them I was a straight A student in school.
Now, see, Howard.
I lie to the kids all the time. Why? I'm afraid I'll screw them up. They're really good kids. Why do you have to tell them the truth? I don't understand people who tell their kids the truth. Like, Dad and I used to have sex in the back of a car when we were 9. You don't tell your kids that.
But wait a minute.
I told them my wife was a virgin when we married, and I was a virgin.
So what happens when they hear you talking about your ex-girlfriends and they read your book and you had sex?
They're not going to read my book.
They will.
No, they're not.
Yes, they will.
Well, how are they going to do that?
They're going to take it down off the shelf one day and read it because they're older.
It's not on the shelf.
Howard, can you hear me?
Listen to this guy. You are so loaded, dude. So... First of all, I go to the Nine Inch Nails concert Friday night, and I got there early because I saw this first group. They were really good.
Who was that?
Was it Marilyn Manson?
No, Marilyn Manson isn't with them anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was, I forget the name of the band, but they were really good. And what was cool about them was that they were a bunch of white guys. But you know how, like, black guys in rap bands have, like, 2 frontmen?
Yeah.
You know, like two... It was 2 white guys sort of singing together. I've never seen that before, where, like, they had 2 equally good frontmen.
Huh.
It was just kind of interesting, and they were good musically. I don't know, it just worked for me.
And you don't remember what their names were?
No, they had like you know what it is? Everybody's got such weird names now. I can't remember them.
Yeah, they don't stick in your mind.
Yeah, but they were real good. And then, what was the name of that band, Ralph? Do you know?
It was a long name. I can't remember, but they were really good.
Oh, so then get out of here.
Did they have the Jim Rose concert?
Well, I'm getting to that. I don't like this guy on the phone. Ralph, get out.
Between Ralph and the guy on the phone, I don't know what to do.
Maybe I could add something to that.
Yeah, but you just came in here to tell me you don't know the name of the band either.
Well, not to that exactly.
But they were really good.
And he takes all that time to sit down so he can get his headphones on and situated to say nothing.
To say nothing. And like, what's with it? You know, he has to get his headphones on. He can't talk into the microphone unless he has his headphones on. Just talk into the microphone, then worry about your headphones. Okay. Stupid retard. Stupid, I swear to God. So dumb, it's unbelievable.
No.
So, and then you go backstage, and there's this whole weird scene. By the way, I want to thank Lance from the Nassau Coliseum, who let me hang backstage.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Is it Pop Will Eat Itself?
Yeah. Pop Will Eat Itself?
Will Eat Itself.
Yeah. That's the name of the band. Do you have the album, John?
No.
Pop Will Eat...
I doubt
Pop Will Eat Yourself?
Itself.
Pop Will Eat Itself.
What does that mean, man?
I don't know.
I thought your name was dumb. Pop Will Eat Itself.
Hey, Howard.
So, yeah.
Are you still going to be doing your movie or not?
Dude, I'm doing a movie, okay? Sunday, I spent the whole day with writing, constant writing. It's unbelievable.
Which one are you going to do your...
Oh, come on. I'm in the middle of talking about a concert, you dickwad.
Oh, now, come on.
Hey, what do you mean, come on?
Now, what are you going to do your movie on?
You.
On acid.
Okay.
I'm really trying to work with you, dude.
Well, I'm trying to...
How come you're trying to have a conversation with a guy who already told you he's drunk?
All right. Anyway, so I get to the concert, and my biggest decision of the night was whether to wear my clear glasses or my sunglasses. You know, I look better in sunglasses, but then, you know, when you're walking around in the dark. I keep tripping and stuff. I'm like a blind man. And I
have to be led around.
Well, I have to hold on to Ralph so I can get like up the stairs and stuff. But I don't want to be seen in my regular glasses because I don't look like cool, you know. And I want to be at a concert.
But in the dark,
fell over at one. I almost tripped at one point. Did you see that?
But in the dark, does it make that much difference if your glasses are clear? Because really, nobody can see you that way.
No, but when I'm walking around backstage, I have to look cool, you know.
So you switch.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I don't want to carry my winter coat and everything, so it's like a whole thing, you know what I mean?
Man.
You can't be switching glasses all the time.
That's a little bit too much trouble switching.
Yeah, switching glasses.
All right, so stumble around.
Yeah, I was stumbling around like a blind man. I'm walking around.
Isn't he cool?
You almost crashed into the soundboard.
I know.
Ruin a
Show's
set.
over.
Yeah, that's why the show was temporarily off. So I saw the first band. They were pretty good. And what happened is Lance arranged for us to be in the middle of the Coliseum, right where the soundboard is, so we could watch the show from there.
Oh, up there.
Yeah. Like right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
And I usually time it that when the band has its last song, I run back in so no one will see me. But this time the lights came up kind of quick. And I just, you know, the lights were on and everybody saw me. And started screaming my name out and junk. And it gets real embarrassing, you know. So I went backstage, and I'm hanging around, and everybody's, like, super cool back there backstage. You can't figure out why anyone's there.
Yeah, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they work or if they're just hanging.
Yeah, and you feel like you're not supposed to be there. And it's like all kinds of weird guys giving each other weird handshakes, and nobody talks, really. It's just like everybody appears to be very high.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are intimidated when they see you.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, it is a weird scene, but I think when you come into a room, nobody...
No, I disagree with you, because I remember before I got famous, I used to go into rooms like that.
It was
the same weird vibe. Everyone's sitting around like cool guys, you know, they all have the latest clothes.
Does anybody say hello?
Not really, no. Nobody. Some people do. Most people act like they don't know who I am. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You can't figure out why anyone's there. It's just weird. I don't know. It's a weird vibe. And maybe because Ralph's with me, there's more bad vibes. I don't know what it is.
Now, are you in the backstage or that other backstage?
Yeah, I'm in the regular backstage where everyone's just milling around.
Yeah.
You know.
And there's people like sitting in the hallway in chairs outside of rooms. And
so then this photographer dude comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, man, you want to meet Trent Reznor? You know, that's the lead singer of Nine Inch Nails."
Did you ask him if Trent wanted to meet you?
What?
Did you ask him if Trent wanted to meet you?
Well, the guy. Well, I'm getting to that. So the guy goes, "You want to meet? You want to take some pictures with Trent Reznor? I'm with the band." I go, "Yeah, sure, I'd be happy to." And then, I'd like to meet the guy. So he goes, "Well, Trent's a real big fan of yours and wants to meet you, but he says hang out after the show, and it takes him about a half hour to come down after a show, and then he'll meet with you." Mm-hmm. I said, "What?" So what are you talking about? I go, what is he? The show's over at around 12:30 at night. I'm going to hang around at 1 o'clock in the morning waiting to meet this guy? I'm a fan, but, I'm not downright giddy,
You know what? I have a different schedule.
Yeah, right. I mean, and meanwhile, I'm standing around backstage. There's absolutely nothing to do. Yeah. It's 2 hours before they go on. I'm there early. The guy could have met with me.
What's he doing to get ready?
Yeah, I mean, what is he, sequestered? What was he, on the OJ trial?
Is he meditating?
Yeah, what is he doing? So it's like a goof, if the guy really wanted to meet me, he could have met me right then and there.
Right, if you were somebody he really idolized, he'd have said, hey, bring Howard back.
Yeah. So then they have this other group out there. You've seen videotape of them, Jim Rose Circus?
Yeah.
Not you. I'm talking to Rob. Remember those guys who it's not a musical group. It's a bunch of guys who do like a freak show. One guy has his whole face tattooed. His whole body is tattooed. Should I just hang up on this guy? Yeah, why don't I just hang? I was trying to hang with him, but I can't. See ya.
Howard?
He's just annoying. So the Jim Rose Circus is like
the guy with the tattoos all over his
There's this guy called the Blue Man, and he has his whole body tattooed from toe to head, head to toe, with jigsaw puzzles. And the jigsaw puzzle pieces are filled in with blue. And every time he goes to a new city to perform, he has a different tattoo artist fill in another blue piece. So eventually...
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, so eventually the guy will be all blue. So they call him the Blue Man. And the guy does weird stuff, like he takes his head and sticks it into fire and lights cigarettes and does weird stuff. Okay?
All right.
So they have him and Jim Rose, who does weird stuff like, swallowing razor blades and junk and swords and all kinds of stuff. And then it's like all different freaks. It's almost like a P.T. Barnum thing. Mm-hmm. How old am I that I like this stuff? Anyway, so the next guy comes out, and he's got big, giant metal earrings, like made out of iron, and stuff hanging from his nipples, like big, giant rings hanging from his nipples, and he's pierced all over his body. And he takes his nipple rings and hangs irons, like you iron laundry with? Oh. He hangs irons off his nipple rings.
Oh, those are off his ears.
Oh, those are off his ears? What did he hang from his nipples?
Concrete.
Oh, concrete. A concrete block.
A block.
So listen to this. So
That's
you think
not
it's
possible.
Yeah, right. So you think it's weird, and you think it's like maybe like it's an illusion or something. All of a sudden, the guy's nipple rings break.
No, he starts swinging.
He's swinging them, and his nipples rip off. Now check this out. This is on stage. Now I'm watching this, and the guy's carrying on his act. I go to Ralph. Oh, it looks like he's hurt or something, but you can't tell. So then they
Does
take.
he bleed?
Well, wait a second. It's hard to tell. You're in the audience. So then the guy. Listen to this. So then they take a whole pack of firecrackers. They put it on his chest and light him.
That's the cauterize the bleed.
So I'm thinking that's no big. Yeah, right. I'm thinking that's no big deal. So what? So he lit firecrackers up. These guys probably done it a million times. They know how to do it. They're professionals, right? And then they had like a really cool rubber guy. They call him the Rubber Man, Elastic Man.
Yeah.
And they took a tennis racket. They took out the webbing in the tennis racket. The guy can squeeze. A grown man squeezes through a tennis racket. His whole body. It's pretty amazing stuff. So it was pretty cool opening act.
This was a rock concert.
Yeah, I know. So then I go backstage, and Jim Rose himself comes up and he goes, "Man, we're big fans. I've been listening since Washington. I'm writing a book, and I just dedicated it to you and P.T. Barnum, man, and man." And then all of a sudden I see the nipple guy.
Yeah.
And I look over and I go, "Hey, man, I really enjoyed the show." He goes, "Oh, dude, I'm a big fan, but look, I can't talk right now, man." He goes, "That was a major accident out there." And he picks up his shirt, and his whole nipples are, like, ripped off. And I'm like, dude, I understand why, everyone was like, dude.
What's he going to do for an encore?
So wait a second. Then he goes, "And the firecrackers messed me up tonight." And I look, he had a piece of his flesh blown off his chest. So I was like, I said, "I thought you guys were like professionals or something." He goes, "No, we're just,
idiots.
We're idiots. We're just doing this stuff."
When he lifted up his shirt, I almost threw up.
Yeah, well, you didn't see it when I went into their dressing room. So he goes, "Well, dude, I'm just in a lot of, pain right now." And I go, "Hey, go do whatever you have to do." I go, "I see you're in a lot of pain." He goes, "Well, pain can be pleasurable." I went, "Okay." Yeah. So then they brought me back, and we, posed for pictures. And
you posed for pictures with those guys?
Yeah. Even the bleeding guy. Yeah, that's who I posed. Yeah, they had no problem posing for pictures.
They didn't have you waiting.
This guy's nipples and chest have been blown off.
He's lost skin.
Yeah, he's lost skin, and he's like posing for pictures, but Trent Reznor can't.
He didn't need a half an hour to recover.
Yeah, right. So then,
should have been in the hospital.
Ralph knows some strippers or something, and they came backstage. These girls evidently get backstage no matter what.
Well, yes, they have backstage passes.
Yeah. How do they get backstage? Dee Snider couldn't get backstage. How come these girls could?
Their bodies are.
How did they get backstage? Did they get backstage because you took them in?
No, she was just back there.
Oh.
They know how to get backstage.
Some real good-looking girl, and I just ignored her.
She just works, I'm sure every show she goes to, she just works somebody there and gets in.
Yeah.
Knows people.
Right.
Whatever.
Works the room.
Does people.
She doesn't do people.
I said, whatever.
You're an idiot. Get out of here. Get out. You add nothing to my show. Get out. Imbecile. I was ready to get high after 10 years. You don't even know when to light up. Stupid idiot.
I was gonna, but there were like all these people around, and I just.
Yeah, it's called a concert, moron.
I know, but I don't want to do that and get you in trouble or something. Like,
right. Yeah, well, it was probably better you didn't.
Somebody sees that.
Yeah, Howard was out of his mind.
Yeah.
And he really would have regretted it later anyway.
Right. I just get paranoid anyway when I smoke.
Oh, that's right. I forgot what you like. You better be glad you didn't have.
Robin has seen me high because I was trying to describe to Ralph what it's like when I smoke marijuana.
I understand that.
Ask Robin. I get paranoid. I was in a car with Robin, just me and her and my wife.
He was driving.
And I was
backwards.
paranoid.
He was,
he was driving?
Yes, he was driving, and he was so sure. There wasn't a cop in sight. There wasn't even another car on the road. And Howard just kept saying, the cops are going to stop me, and he was looking behind him.
But I've gotten like that, too. It's when you're driving and you're high, but if you're just hanging out, sitting around or something, and...
I don't know.
Something bad always happens.
Yeah, something bad's always happening. And also, you know how I can't figure out what's going on backstage?
Yeah, that would have really
done it.
Yeah, it would have intensified. He would have. You know what he would have done? I'll tell you exactly. He would have gotten high, and then you'd have had to take him home.
Right. We would have had to leave.
Yeah.
We would have had to leave.
That's right.
Dude,
I gotta go because 9 Inch Nails. The show is really weird.
Yeah.
And it's great. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden this giant screen comes down. But it's every group's going to be doing this now. I know it. It's a giant screen comes down, and it's like a clear screen.
Yeah.
And all these weird images while they're playing come on.
So the screen is in front of the stage as opposed to behind.
Right, and you can see Trent Reznor, the lead singer. You could see him through the screen. And see, all these images the guy looks like God when he's doing it. It's just a real cool stage presentation. It's like this. It's like stuff is coming out of his head, and it's just really neat to look at. It's a full presentation, and the lighting is cool. Like whenever there's a certain song that the drums sound like machine guns. It's like, and as it goes, every one of these, a light goes off in your face. So
flashlights.
Yeah, big flashes. It looks like you're in Vietnam or something. Without anybody firing on you. What is it, Baba Booey?
I was just going to tell you like a strange Trent Reznor fact.
Yeah.
If your cat died, right? You like your cat, right?
Right.
If your cat died, would you come to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. His dog died like 2 weeks ago, and he canceled 3 shows.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's just being cool. That's just trying to be cool. Chicks dig that.
You think so?
Yeah, that's just trying to be cool. That's, everything with him is image. Because, those guys are a lot more posed than you think. Like, you think they're not thinking about what they're doing, but... Like Trent holds the microphone a certain way the whole time. It's like his muscles are all flexed up.
Like this,
yeah, the microphones are up high, so his muscles are showing him junk.
Right.
And
a lot of girls at that concert?
More than I thought. Yeah. It's kind of like, it seems to me like kind of a hardcore scene.
Yeah, they're not really hardcore anymore though.
No.
They used to be. But.
Yeah.
Like what percentage?
Oh, it's more guys than girls, but. I would say, I wasn't really checking it out, but there was this girl dancing in front of me and Ralph that was really hot. She was like a hippie.
Oh, yeah, her. She was
I dug her. And then Ralph starts talking to her because I can't do anything about it.
But what does he do? Does he get a number or anything?
No.
No, we were walking.
He's a homo.
We were walking out, and she just said something. I don't know what she was talking about.
I don't know, but I enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
And then I went home right afterwards because I was going to hang around and wait to take pictures with those guys. Who cares? I mean, I would have liked to have met the guy because I think he's real good, but...
Yeah, and a half hour stretches into an hour.
Right, and then I'm standing around like a goofball.
Next thing you know, he decided to go home.
Yeah.
We're standing there.
Yeah, a guy who cancels 3 shows because of his dog isn't really going to sit there and wait for me. Yeah, and then you're embarrassed because you think you're a big star, and then all of a sudden this guy's blowing you off. Who wants to be put in that position? But the show is really good. That guy, you see, that guy's a total artist. Like, it's not just about the music; it's about the whole stage presentation. Everything has been thought out.
Smoke, the lights,
everything. Smoke, the lights. Smoke the lights. Smoke the lights. Smoke the lights. Smoke the lights.
How do you hang around with him?
I don't know. He seems okay when he's not on the show, and then he gets on the show and he acts like a douche. I'm telling you, he's okay when he's not here. I don't know.
That's all I would. If we were talking on the phone, I'd
say like such an idiot here.
I would say the same thing. You're listening too closely.
Like, I spoke to him a lot this weekend, and he seemed cool, but I don't know. He gets on the show, and I even go like, how can I hang around with him? He's an imbecile. He's a total douche. I don't get it.
I'm a douche off the air, too. You just don't realize it.
Yeah, you seem normal off the air.
I think when you sit here, you like...
Yeah, I realize how goofy you are. You're just goofy.
But see, you're goofy, too. You just don't realize it until you sit down.
Sure.
Come on, you were saying to smoke the lights.
Smoke the lights.
Smoke the lights. Down beyond.
And Ralph is like so excited to be with me, like he takes advantage of it every 2 seconds. Like,
wow.
Well, we're backstage, and then all of a sudden someone brings us back for a drink, and I'm like, no, I don't want a drink. And Ralph goes, oh, I'll take a drink. And then all of a sudden,
so I had a drink.
So all of a sudden, like he's like at the complimentary bar. Every like 10 minutes, we have to stop to get a drink, and he's peeing every 15 seconds, you know, because he's drinking so much.
Does he mosh or anything?
2 drinks and 1
jump
pee.
around while he's standing next to you?
He dances a little.
Yeah. That's
not real pretty.
How about that guy who was working the soundboard?
The guy, you know, we got to stand at the soundboard.
Yeah.
And the guy who works the soundboard, he thinks he's Trent Reznor, the lead singer of Nine Inch Nails.
He's in the band.
He was jumping around, jamming. He takes, like Trent Reznor does the thing when he's on stage. He takes a sip from a water bottle. He takes the water bottle and he chucks it into the audience.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, watching the sound guy, he starts throwing water bottles into the audience, and then he's jumping all around, putting on a whole show.
He stage dived. He climbed up on the railing and jumped off into everybody.
I mean, it was just,
and everybody's back was to him. Nobody knew he was coming. Because
I said, if he's chucking bottles, isn't he hitting people in the back of the head?
Yeah, I said to Ralph, "Give me a bottle. I want to throw it at some people."
Looked fun.
Yeah, it looked like fun. Like people just throw bottles into the audience. Like no, you know, what is the repercussion of that?
This is why I can't go to concerts.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It really is scary. Concerts are scary now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fight could break out any second.
I remember I went to see Led Zeppelin in 1980 or something, or 83, so somewhere around there. And like somebody threw a firecracker near my head or something. I'm never going to another concert again. Now people are actually killing each other.
Yeah, they just light you on fire.
Yeah, right.
Firecracker.
It's pretty violent. But it was a good show. I liked it. And then, the end of the show sucked.
Why?
Because they brought out Adam Ant.
Ooh.
Yeah, Adam Ant. Remember him?
Yeah, where'd they dig him up?
I don't know, but they brought him. 9 Inch Nails brought him out. And it would have been cool if the guy did one song. The guy did 3 songs, and he's like
his old stuff.
Yeah, I don't know Adam Ant's music from a hole in the wall, but like one song was okay. But then, like in between songs, he started talking to the audience. Like he took over the whole stage. Like people were there to see him. He forgot that nobody cares about him.
Oh. Well, where did 9 Inch Nails go at that point?
Well, they were on stage with him, but they just were his backup band.
Wow. And well, I guess they planned it.
And that's a real bad ending to a show. I was like real high from the show, really loved it, and then all of a sudden I'm watching Adam Ant, and I just said, let's get out of here.
And he didn't look too cool, you know. It's like his hairline's way back here, and he's got the leather pants on. He
had leather pants, and he was a little too large for them. His big fat ass is sticking out, you know. And he's just like, it was like, okay, Adam Ant.
Is Trent really into
Adam Ant? Yeah.
This is one of his mentors?
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if Adam Ant came out and did a song, but all of a sudden Adam Ant is like not only doing songs, but he's like giving his philosophy on stage.
It's the Adam Ant show also.
Yeah, all of a sudden, and it's like I didn't pay good money to see Adam Ant. Don't leave me with Adam Ant.
You didn't pay anything at all.
Oh, that's true too. There you go.
You deserve anything you get.
Good point. Toothsay. Well, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
Should have gotten high.
Yeah, well, I was ready to. I was like,
you didn't say anything.
So they have this film going of a dog decomposing backwards. Like, in other words, you see this thing, and it looks like just a wall of like, it almost looks like sheep fur on the ground or something, but it's really maggots. And all of a sudden you start to realize it's like maggots and stuff. And then it starts going backwards, and something starts to like gel together, and all of a sudden it goes backwards, and it's a dog. You realize you were watching a dog decompose.
Is that because Trent's dog died?
Maybe.
That's why he couldn't do the show.
I don't know.
The eyes pop back into it.
Yeah, the eyes pop back into the head.
He's thinking about his dog decaying.
I don't know, but it was pretty weird. But it was good. It made me feel weird.
Now you're making me want to go see a 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, well, I think you should go.
Huh.
I would recommend it. You would like it. It was good.
It's a great show.
Shut up. Get out of here. Come on, please leave. I'm begging you to leave.
Great show. Great show. Great show. Great show.
It's a great show because I took you.
Great show.
That's why it was great.
It's a great show when I saw him without you, too.
Yeah, that I got you tickets for. Get out. Stupid.
Why don't you just say thank you?
Can't say it. Can't bring himself. What is it, Gary?
No, I was just going to tell you how Trent's dog died, because it's sort of a weird story.
How did his dog die?
I guess he takes the dog on the road with him.
Yeah.
And, you know, you go to these arenas, and I guess you can go, like, pretty high up. Whatever it was, his dog jumped off some thing at one of the arenas and, like, landed, like, 50 feet down.
So the dog committed suicide.
Yeah.
Dog was depressed. Is my brother-in-law still here?
I think so, yeah.
What's he doing? He's just hanging out in the jock
He
lounge?
just sits in the jock lounge, reads the paper.
My brother-in-law comes into town with me.
He's here?
Well, he's here for the week. Well, here's what the deal is. Want to know the deal?
Sure.
My wife is in a rage these days that I don't take her anywhere because I don't want to go anywhere. You know,
so it's become an issue.
It's become a real issue. So she once laid this whole trip on me how she has to have dates to go to places. I go, why do you need a date? Why don't you just go yourself?
Where's she going?
Well, she got invited to a bar mitzvah. One of my daughter's friends got bar mitzvahed. And she got invited to the bar mitzvah. My wife. Which I don't even know why she... I mean, I don't know why my wife's invited in the first place. My wife and me got invited. So I figure I just got invited because I'm famous. Because I hardly know the people. I mean, I know them. They're nice people. They're really nice people. But, you know, we don't get together a lot. But I figure I'm invited because I'm famous. You know, that's what I figure. I don't think anybody would invite me. They never see me all year.
I doubt it. Yeah. I mean, the bar mitzvah is usually for people who know the family.
Yeah, so I figured I got invited because I'm famous. I said to my wife, don't go. They don't really want you to go. They want me to go. So she was, you know, all upset. They want me to go. She sounds a little like Jackie sometimes because she has a hoarse voice.
Yeah.
I don't know why my wife has such a hoarse voice.
She doesn't talk a lot, does she?
I don't know, but my mother-in-law has a hoarse voice, too. They have the same voice. My mother-in-law is always like this, too. It's a whole... And my mother-in-law's like, darling. So, I don't know, my wife always has a hoarse voice. It's like Demi Moore, like smoky.
It wasn't always like that.
It probably was.
I remember being like that when we first...
I just sobered up after 20 years.
When we first started working together.
It wasn't?
No.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't like that. I can't remember. Do you tape of her? I don't have any tape of her. Who tapes her? I only have tape of me.
Compare from when she came on the show years ago.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, you know, we ought to get a real old tape of my wife and see if she talked like that. I don't know, but now she does like that. You know, I was like... I can understand Jackie having a hoarse voice. He yells in those stupid clubs with those dumb jokes.
And his voice hasn't changed. It's been like that ever since we've known.
Right. So, you know what? Let me take a commercial break and then I'll tell you all about this.
All right. Don't forget where we are.
Yeah.
I just think I know where it's going, and I can't believe it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
What? Where do you think it's going?
Your wife didn't fly your brother up here so he could...
Well, wait, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you what's going on. Right after these words.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away.
There they are.
Listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Yes, Jackie Jokeman Martling. To order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette, it's $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Friday night, January 13th at the Treehouse Comedy Club. It's Jackie! 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 That's right. Jackie in Norwalk, Connecticut. For filthy jokes and info, call 516-9221. Remember, 516-9221 is not a pay service. Right, Jackie Puppet? Yeah, that's right. Jackie Puppet is wearing a lei today. He must have just gotten back from Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a Sandals tour?
No, that wasn't Sandals. That was playing Jolly Joey's. In Maui. Here today. Going to Maui.
All right.
Where's my bong? Where is it? Where's my paraphernalia?
Very good, Jackie Puppet. Good to hear from you. Yes. Everybody loves
Hey, you know why Polish jokes are so short?
Why what?
Polish jokes are so short.
Why are Polish jokes so short?
So moolies can understand them.
All right. There he is, Jackie Puppet.
Bringing all the races together.
I was watching Jackie Puppet on the E! Show. I was thinking we should put like a black screen in front of Billy. Like a puppet stage. Like just put a black curtain.
Yeah.
Billy's scarier than the puppet.
Yeah, he is. Billy, you know, like maybe like an area where you can actually work your puppet. I don't know. Forget it. It might be too complicated.
A staging area.
Yeah. I don't want to stare at Billy during the show. That's all right.
All these screens.
Witness protection.
Thank you. All right. It's very distracting. So, I never really listen to the commercials when we go away for commercial break, but Pete Fornatel's promo was very strange.
I didn't hear it this time. Sometimes I do listen in.
Pete's the disc jockey here in New York who comes on after us, and it was like, and all he ever talks about is the day of the week.
Yeah?
Well, a lot of times he goes, well, we just got through another weekend, and, you know, or, hey, today's was unbelievable. He went, he says, don't look now, but it's the second Monday of the new year already.
Oh, like time's flying?
Here, play that.
Hi, everybody. Don't look now, but it's already the second Monday of 1995, and this one ain't no holiday.
Yeah. He gets wild with that stuff.
Hung up on the days of the week.
Yeah, him and Dave Herman are hung up on the days of the week.
Oh, we made it through another weekend.
Yeah.
Like life is such a drudgery.
Yeah, I mean, those guys
all
are...
you got to look forward to is this music?
No.
Let's see if we can get through today, which is Monday.
And then tomorrow.
Oh, we made it through another Monday.
Like, I've talked to Dave in real life. He never talks about the day of the week.
Is he depressed?
I think so. It's always like, let's see if we can get through another Monday. And it's like, well, yeah, I think
this one isn't even a holiday.
Yeah, what's so hard about getting through Monday? I mean...
I think they're mad because there's only 7 days of the week to talk about. There should be more.
Yeah.
But you know what their big day is? The big day that they really have to work hard. It's Wednesday.
Hump day.
It's the middle of the week. It's hump day. You know, you got to get through it.
I know. Pete's really hung up on Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. Those guys really live.
That means we've only got 2 more days.
Yeah, well, let's see. It's Wednesday, so we got Thursday and Friday.
Let's see if we can see it through together.
Yeah.
Great songs, some games, some tricks.
Yeah, are they having such a bad time in life or is their perception of everybody having such a bad time in life that they can't get through a Wednesday?
If I was in the hospital dying, I think I'd listen to Easy Listening or something. They'll keep reminding me that I'm running out of days.
Because for those guys, Fridays are easy because, you know, now we made it.
Right.
You know,
yeah, Friday's the fun day.
Now we can celebrate.
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, same order this week. And then Thursday, Friday, then you got Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday.
Here it comes again.
Here we go.
Round and round we go.
In a little circle.
Does he even change them? I mean, really? Why should he if he's just going to do a day of the weekday?
Today is Thursday. Just kidding. It's really Monday.
Yeah. And every promo's about the day of the week.
Huh.
Well, it's Tuesday.
What's Tuesday? Is that a bad
One
day?
day away from Wednesday.
Which is hump day, which is really hard to get through, so... It's pretty wild stuff. And I know those guys. They got more on their minds than the day of the week.
You sure?
I think so.
Have you ever talked to Pete?
Or maybe not Pete, but Dave does.
What's he got on his mind?
Yeah, he plays baseball on Prodigy. He does a whole bunch of things. He's got a lot of interest. Got a young wife.
Got some young kids, new house.
Yeah. Talk about that.
For me, quite frankly, once Dave says hello, we're stumped for further conversation.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I have a hard time talking to Dave, too.
I talk to him at least 10 minutes a day.
What do you talk to him about?
Mostly we talk about the fact that we both moved into new houses, and he asks me if I'm house poor and how much money he's putting into the house.
Oh, like you and Dave are really making the same
well,
amount of money.
Well, we're not in the same house, obviously.
Yeah.
Then we talk about the stock market. Then he
Dave's
talks about
house
sports.
poor. Please. Dave's got enough squirreled away.
I guess it's hard when he gets a new house.
Yeah.
Well, we made it through another mortgage. It's 1995.
It's the second Monday of 1995 already.
Don't look now.
Don't look now.
Only 50 more to go.
Yeah. And then we're going to have 1996.
With a full
Do they have hump month?
With a real Monday. That's going to be a Monday. Gary and Dave having financial discussion. That's interesting. Dave trying to somehow say he's as poor as Baba Booey.
Yeah, he's bonding.
Well, they make the same salary except for those extra 3 zeros on Dave's check. Right. So, what was I talking about?
Your brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah. So my wife's, like, angry that I don't take her anywhere and that I don't want to go to these bar mitzvahs. So she was invited to this bar mitzvah. And it was one of these bar mitzvahs that was a 3-day bar mitzvah. It was like it started Saturday morning. Then they had a Saturday afternoon lunch.
So they have the ceremony and then the lunch.
Then you come home and you get into your black tie and you go out Saturday night and have another party till about 3 in the morning. And then the next day they have everyone back at their house.
You're kidding.
Yeah, how do you have a party till 3 in the morning for a 13-year-old kid?
I don't know. It's way out of hand, and it's like, hey, it's cool. I mean, listen.
This sounds like a wedding.
Whatever. So I told my wife right up front, I don't want to go. I said, first of all, I'm just going to be stared at. The only reason I'm being asked, I said, if I was in Howard Stern and I had that much interaction, they would. I don't have any interaction with the family. It's ludicrous to go to the bar mitzvah.
You know the kid?
I mean, I know. No, I don't. I mean, it's my daughter knows the kid.
Yeah.
That's how they hang out. So my wife goes, well, I want to go to this bar mitzvah. So I said, well,
I can't believe you're having arguments with Jackie the Joke Man at work and at home.
Right. So I said, if you want to go to the bar mitzvah, go ahead. She goes, well, I need a date, and I need someone I can go out and be seen with. I said, are you high? I said, I tell you what, I have no problem with you dating. Just let me date. If you're going to the bar mitzvah with a date, then let me go with a date. I'll just take Amy Lynn out Saturday night while you're bar mitzvahing. I said, what do you need a date? I said, I'm not going to have my wife show up in public with a date. Because she said, well, maybe like Ralph or someone will go with me. I go, first of all, look, I have one friend, Ralph. I hang around with Ralph. So you're going to go take my friend?
He's borrowing.
Now you're using my friend. You're going to ruin that relationship, right? I said, why can't you go yourself? Well, I won't have anyone to dance with. I go, there's a million people there who will dance with you. And, I've gone to bar mitzvahs and weddings with you. You don't dance.
Can you picture Allison dancing with Ralph at a bar mitzvah?
Yeah, right. So I don't want that much involvement with Ralph in my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll go out with him once in a while and play some cards, but I really don't want him that into my family. So... anyway, she says, well, I'll ask my brother to go with me. I said, okay. So my brother-in-law takes my wife to this stuff.
Oh.
So he comes in, and he ends up going to the bar mitzvah with my wife. My wife actually calls up people and says, can I bring my brother? How weird is that?
But isn't your brother-in-law in Atlanta?
Yeah.
So he flew up to go to the bar mitzvah?
Yeah.
Did you
very
pay for
strange.
that?
No, I don't know. But he claims he's here on business, too. Hey, Bruce, where is Bruce? Bring him in here. I want to find out what's going on.
I don't know if it's a business expense.
I don't know. He flies for free. Yeah, he owns a travel company or so. He started a travel company when he got out of college. I thought he was on drugs starting that travel company, but he's doing pretty good. He's got like 400 people working for him or something.
You're kidding.
No.
400?
My brother-in-law owns Sunjet. You ever hear of that?
No.
The place that flies to Florida, and he had nothing. I mean, he didn't have a pot to piss in.
400 people.
Hey, what do you own again, Bruce? Don't you own Sunjet? Hey, Bruce, don't you own Sunjet?
No, we just do marketing for Sunjet Airlines.
Oh, you do the market? Oh, you told me you own it.
Well, we own it, too.
Do you own it or not?
We don't own the airplanes.
Oh, he talks just like his father in monotone. We don't own the...
This is new.
We don't own the airplanes.
Hi, Robin.
Good morning.
Where's Fred?
Hi, Robin. Where's Fred? You could talk... You could break that monotone.
He can't. It's a family tradition.
Dull squared. Dull times 2. Hi, Howard. I really like Bruce. He's my favorite in-law.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like him a lot.
Thanks.
Because he's not a pain in the ass, and he watches football with me and explains what's going on.
Oh, that's why you watched the game yesterday.
Yeah.
You had Bruce.
I would have missed the whole exciting Miami game. I wouldn't have even known.
Bruce clued you in.
Yeah. That was a great game, wasn't it?
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a good time watching it.
Well, tell how I predicted the outcome.
Yeah, okay, we will in a minute. First, I want to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear the beginning part.
The bar mitzvah thing. So, what did Allison? Did you fly in specifically for the bar mitzvah?
No, I have business here this week, so I came in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
But you were going to come in anyway if Allison asked you to go to bar mitzvah,
Sure.
right?
Well, she calls me. I come in. I do business. I have fun.
So you can always arrange things around it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he specifically came in because my wife asked him.
Uh-huh.
And the whole thing's ludicrous.
Why? I mean, if she wanted to go.
So just go. What is the big deal? She can't go by herself?
No, you live out there in a world where everybody is coupled off.
No, that's not true. There were people there who came solo.
No. In her circle.
No, I'm telling you.
No, that doesn't mean she knew those people who aren't coupled off. Everybody she knows is a couple.
Our friend Gail, who's divorced, came by herself.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, then you have a problem.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. First of all, I think it's obnoxious to call up people and say, well, my husband's not coming, but I'm bringing a pinch hitter.
Thanks.
You know?
Why does she have to do that?
I don't know.
She had an invite for herself and you.
And I don't understand
bring another person.
why she wants to go to these bar mitzvahs, man. I don't get it. There's no bigger drag in the world than going to a bar mitzvah.
She wants somebody to come to hers.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's like a reciprocal thing out there.
I don't know.
But this was an audition to see what Emily's would be like.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that's the other thing. She has to preview a bunch.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I'm not, I don't.
Oh,
I just don't like to go.
Yeah,
I don't, listen, I go, I like Dr. Lou's daughter got bar mitzvahed. I went to that.
Yeah.
Because I know Dr. Lou. I mean, he's a boyhood friend. But, I don't know, my wife's like really, she wants to socialize and stuff, and I'm just not into it.
I thought you had broken her of that. I thought that was
so did I.
last week, but it's cropped up again, huh?
Yeah. And she works on me. She goes, yeah, you got to go. How come you're not hoarse? How come my wife is so hoarse? She's always hoarse when she talks.
I have this voice. Man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Everybody has a weird voice in your family.
I'd work on this.
Yeah.
But it becomes a big argument?
Well, yeah, it's just weird, It's like she could have spent the night being home with me and we could have watched a movie or something. You know what I mean? But she got this desire to socialize.
Did she do the whole 2 days?
Oh, yeah, she had to go in the morning, and she had to go. And, we have a young baby, and, the baby would like to see its mother every once in a while. You know what I mean? It was like a total goof. And then I had to be involved, and it just was a real mess. My whole weekend gets taken up by this and gets ruined. She has a fantasy there's a world outside my house. Hey, man. Hey, Bruce. Yeah. So you had a good time at the bar mitzvah?
I'm going to talk to him now.
I don't want to.
Did you have a good time at the bar mitzvah?
Yeah, it was fun. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you dance with Allison?
I danced with Allison.
Yeah, I danced with Allison.
These parties are unbelievable.
Yes, the parties are unbelievable.
I don't like him.
And I'm going to go to these parties and be the entertainment, be stared at. Hey, there's Howard Stern. Who wants that? What kind of night is that for me? You think my wife would sort of be into not going with me?
Have somebody dance by and say, Baba Booey.
Yeah, right, yeah. Hey, Howard, Baba Booey. Hey, I listen to Imus. All that crap. Who wants to hear all that? Yeah, right.
People say.
You sick bastard.
Yeah, right.
You're a sick bastard.
Hey, Howard, what's the matter, man? Nobody talking to you right now? Hey. Like if someone's not, it's just, I'm totally evaluated. And then, everyone gets up to do the alley cat because everyone's into it and they're all loaded and they're all doing it. And
right.
And then, here I am, a 6'5" freak doing the alley cat. I'm just not into it. Or a 6'5" freak sitting and not doing the alley cat and sitting by himself.
Conspicuously absent.
Yeah, right. And everyone sees me just, what's the matter? He can't get up and do the alley cat?
He's too cool for the alley cat?
So, forget it. Who needs it?
The alley.
I don't want to do the alley cat.
I thought those things died.
I figured in our generation the alley cat would have died.
We were doing that as kids.
Yeah.
Can't we get rid of that already?
500 bad pictures get taken to come back and haunt me. I went to Dr. Lou's, and they were taking pictures of me, and then my wife takes the pictures home and goes, you look tired. Look at it. Your hair's in your face. And I go, what is this? What am I doing?
You were trying to have a family day.
Yeah, right.
You're being evaluated.
Yeah.
Aw.
I don't know, man.
Doesn't seem like your life suits you.
It doesn't. I might not be cut out for all this, Bruce. I'll be honest with you. Don't hold it against me. Your sister and I might be traveling in different directions.
Oh, dear.
I mean, you know, what is this?
Well, what did you expect to happen at this point in your life?
I don't know. I didn't expect it to be like this.
You decided to go out there to live.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who'd you expect to socialize with?
No one. I just figured I'd live and that would be it. I didn't know I had to socialize.
Well, she can't sit out there in the woods all by herself all the time.
I guess.
She's like one of those Willa Cather characters.
So Bruce took her out and trotted her around.
She's like a frontierswoman. You don't want her to see anybody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just like stay home with me. Sit there and stare at me. Worship me.
And do her chores.
She does, of course.
Yeah. I don't think the baby has seen Allison in weeks.
But do you really not... I mean, I don't understand how you don't get, like, this feeling that you want to go with her, if it means that much to her.
No, I don't want to go at all. I have no desire to go.
Not even if she wants to?
No.
You think sometimes that would move you?
I didn't plan well. There's a million chicks out there who want me, and I'm married, and every day I'm in this phone booth-sized room with Fred. That's my life. That's my life.
You poor bastard.
I stare at Fred. Fred's own mother don't want to stare at him. What is it, stuttering John?
Allison's on the left.
All right. Hi, sweetie.
Oh, hi.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
All right.
Listen, Howard.
Uh-oh.
She's really hoarse today.
She
I
is
am
hoarse.
hoarse today.
She's always hoarse.
I am not.
When I married you, were you hoarse?
Stop. You know what? I'm hanging right
No, don't hang up. Oh, she's so sensitive.
I really don't appreciate it. It's really not nice.
I don't like to go to bar mitzvahs. I'm sorry.
I don't care. I had a great time.
I know
really
you
don't
did.
need you, and I don't care.
Oh, don't be a big shot.
I don't... Well, what am I supposed to do? Pine away that you don't want to go? I have to live my life.
Well, your dancing boy is here, Bruce.
Your buddy, your partner.
Your dancing partner is here.
We had the best time.
Yeah, so she brings her brother to these things.
Oh, good.
Not
So
always.
she shows up to somebody's bar mitzvah with her brother.
Right. Everybody loves Bruce.
Yeah.
They really do. And
You can't blame me for not going, though. It's totally absurd. I mean, it just would be so weird.
Well, listen, you have to do what you have to do. And we had a great time.
You have to do what you have to do.
He got requested.
You sense any tension in that voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's pissed off at me. I know it. She's pissed off at me because I don't go to bar mitzvahs.
No, I really wouldn't even have fun if you were there.
Well, that's true. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, at least you've learned.
Believe me, I have.
And you wouldn't be able to stay the whole time because he'd be constantly at you.
I know. But we had to leave anyway. Bruce was doing this radio show.
Could you believe it? They had to leave the party because Bruce was doing a radio show in Chicago.
You're kidding.
No, they
it's the
interviewed him.
weirdest thing.
Well, Bruce has a travel business, and he also... What do you do? Tell Robin what you do.
Robin doesn't know.
No. No, I don't.
No.
I've been coming here for 5 years.
Just say what you do. Just say what you do.
Well, we have airlines. We do airline business, and we do sports trips.
Yeah, like if you want to go to the Super Bowl, like he'll arrange like a whole big charter so they get you there in a day and back, you know.
So groups can get in touch with him about...
Yeah.
Group sports events.
So they interviewed him about sport. He knows a lot about sports. He was telling me how he could have been a basketball coach.
Oh, I was going to say not a player.
No. Like he knows so much he could have been a basketball coach, but he decided to open a travel business.
Oh.
Thanks,
Well, he went into leisure and recreation and sports, and he combined everything.
Oh, who cares?
Keep talking, Allison.
Oh, you can't stand when someone else gets some attention.
No, I don't think the audience cares, quite frankly, what Bruce does. I don't. I'm just trying to sense the mood in the crowd.
Career day here.
Yeah, it's career day.
Oh, my God. Well, you missed a great time.
Yeah, I'm really upset about it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's breaking my heart I wasn't there.
It doesn't matter. No one cares.
Oh, yeah. You sound like you don't care.
I really don't. I really don't.
Good.
We had a great... Bruce, thank you for going with me.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah. So now she's dating her brother, because I won't let her date anybody else. She's supposed to go on dates.
This is her nightmare. Now she's got to go out with her brother. She finally found a man.
Yeah.
She gets to go out with her brother still.
Right.
No, we had a great time.
Good.
It was really fun. It was a great party.
All right, we heard that.
Okay, good.
All right, how many times can you say it was a great party?
And I'm doing.
And she goes all day. It was an all-day party.
What is that all about?
I don't know. It's just you know what it is? Everybody wants to outdo everyone else.
Yeah.
So
and I guess a lot of people don't have anything else to do if they can hang out that long.
I mean, I think it's like, well, what are you asking of people? Starting at 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock at night, you're going to have a party?
Well,
and you're running home to change for these different kinds of parties?
Yeah, like we're going to have an informal party in the afternoon, and then you'll come back and have a black tie affair. I mean,
no, it's
how many parties can you have? It's a kid having his 13th birthday.
It is. It's a service, and then some bagels and lox, and then you go home, and then you go back at night for
a full blown out affair.
Right. Well, we're not doing that.
I'm not doing anything.
You're not coming to that party?
Yeah, but let Bruce go with
Bruce,
you.
will you come to?
Yeah, right.
I think Howard will go to that.
All right, very good.
I think so. All right, very good.
What happened to a simple pony ride and a chocolate cake? You know? Christ.
That used to be a big.
We were figuring out what these people must have spent. They must have dropped $100,000.
Yeah, they're doing. I've heard of people who have like holograms as centerpieces.
Yeah,
of
right.
A kid on a spaceship.
Please. And these kids all, they're going to grow up to be axe murderers. They're so in love with themselves. What?
What's the guy's name? Roger, the party?
Yeah, Roger on there?
He's on the phone.
All right.
All right.
Hey, Roger, how you doing?
Howard, how you doing?
All right, buddy.
Roger.
Roger's the father of the bar mitzvah boy.
Roger, we had the best time. Thank you so much.
That's great, I know. Howard, we missed you there.
Yeah, I know. Everybody misses me. I'm such a great guy.
You always liked Roger.
I do like Roger. I like Roger a lot. Roger's a nice guy. I mean,
it's not Roger you're trying to avoid.
I'm not trying to avoid Roger. I'm trying to avoid all of Roger's friends and family.
Well, Howard, you got to figure it this way, though. You know, when you have a party like this for your son,
right,
and he wants all these people to be there,
right,
you do the best. I've got one son.
No, admit it was all for your friends, not so much. It's not really a kids' party. It's more for the adults.
Howard, we had 100 kids.
I mean, that's obscene.
Isn't it? But we had 100 kids.
It is. Well, anyway, listen, my wife was there. Thank you for inviting me. You can understand why I don't go to this stuff.
I can understand, but you know, I know it sounds like they're crazy, but believe me, the people come to the parties because they want to share the experience with
See what
kids.
I missed?
Right, yeah.
Okay. All right, Roger. Thank you very much.
I'll see you soon.
Yes, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, all right.
Bye-bye.
That's Roger, everyone. Allison?
Gracious host, and
This is also a message to you, Howard.
Right.
You better be a gracious host.
Gracious. All right, thank you, Allison.
Okay.
Thank you, Bruce. That's my wrap-up of the weekend.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye. But we did watch that incredible Miami game, which was cool.
Yeah. The bar mitzvah was over by then?
Yeah. Unreal.
How does Roger get a phone number to call here?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
But change the number. I like Roger. He's like one of those Long Island guys that I can actually put up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a nice guy. I haven't seen him in a year, but...
So nice that you couldn't wait to see him.
Not that nice that I have to get together with him. But I actually like him. Yeah. It's a whole scene out there because my kids are friends with these kids, and if I didn't have kids, I could be completely cut off from the world. That's my fantasy.
They're holding you in here.
Yeah, they keep me into reality. I don't know. I hate people.
Oh,
what am I supposed to say? I'm not built to be around other people.
You don't hate people.
What is it then? What would you call it? You know.
It's just when you get around them they annoy you.
Yeah. I like the concept of
That's
people.
Right.
Yeah.
But when they start doing the alley cat, though.
Yeah, that's when I hate humanity.
It's these stupid things like the alley cat.
I like to read about people. I like to watch them on TV.
You even like to see pictures of them at parties.
Yeah.
You just don't like to be
I don't want to
with
be. Yeah, I don't want to be a participant. I don't want to hear what they have to say.
Don't like to have conversations
No,
with them.
I don't.
No hokey pokey.
Yeah, not into the hokey pokey. I don't know. Is that wrong? I don't like sticking my foot in and then taking it out.
You're a rebel.
Yeah. I just don't want to do that. I don't understand it. I don't understand the fun of putting my foot in and then taking it out.
And then shake it all about.
Yeah, and shaking it all about. I don't want to shake my foot in front of a lot of people.
Is that what it's all
That's right. That's not what it's all about. The song says that's what it's all about, but it's not.
I have never understood. That's what it's all. What is all about?
Yeah, what is it all about? Putting your foot in and putting it out and shaking it all about? That can't be what it's all about.
Secret to life.
Take my foot and put it in your nuts. What is this? All right, very good. I got to take a break. I can't stand it. I'm a disturbed man. That's what it's all about. All right, I got to take a break.
Nobody ever analyzes the lyrics to that song.
That song's a big mistake. All right, why don't I take a break? We'll take some phone calls. We got a lot of various show things to get to. I'm going to be naming the big song of the year.
Yes.
This is where I take the best song of 1994 and I announce it, and then the newspapers go wild because I'm like the Mr. Blackwell of music. I'm still trying to work that into something.
Well, I came up with a new concept today of actually calling whoever it is and seeing if we can't get them to come on and accept the award.
Okay. How much press is actually here for this event?
None.
So far.
You know who is here, Howard?
Who is here?
Mark Harris is here.
What is he doing here?
He wrote a Newt Gingrich song. He's dressed as an Arab sheik. I have no idea why.
Oh, is he?
He's talking about all the surgery that he has coming up.
All right, I'll listen to his Newt Gingrich song, then I'll throw him out.
But I do have to tell you something funny about his song.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Mark only knows one song.
And he keeps changing the lyrics, too?
All right. We'll bust his balls when we get back. Go ahead.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
All right, Bruce, you're out of here. That's my brother-in-law. Go ahead, get out of here. How dare you? Don't shake my hand. Oh, for God's sakes. Waste my time. I like him. Nice guy.
You would have been his friend even if you hadn't married his wife.
Oh, right. Sure. Yeah. I would have spent all weekend with him if he hadn't married my wife. I mean, if I hadn't married my wife. Whoever married my wife. All right. All right. Listen, we got a lot of people just stopping by. Let me just say, last Friday night was Stuttering Nina Part 2. Boy, did I get comments on her. Man, did she look unbelievable on television.
Did she?
Oh, man, I watched it. And she is...
She photographed well.
She sure did. Stuttering Nina in the bikini. Oof, did she look good. That E-show. Hubba hubba. All right, Mark Harris, you're in here for 10 minutes, not even. 7 minutes. Get in here quick.
Make the most of them.
He's out there flitting around. I mean, like, I have the most wonderful news.
Now that Martha Ray is dead.
Oh, and the Martha Ray money is going far.
He just like Angie to go get the douche das.
What are you wearing?
It's the whole story. Good morning, everybody.
What are you dressed like, a sheik? You're dressed like Lawrence of Arabia.
Well, you were talking about bar mitzvahs this morning. No.
What? But,
and so you took a sheet and put it on your head?
So you mean I talk about bar mitzvahs and you put a sheet on your head? What is wrong with you?
I gotta say,
Lawrence of Fire Island.
He is so happy today.
Oh, what are you so? Yeah, well, Martha Ray is gone.
No.
Oh, come on, you've got all the money.
I've never seen a person so happy this morning.
Let me give everybody their
No. Wait. Oh, he got us douche das. All right, listen to me. Stop with the gifts. This is radio now. Listen to me.
Oh.
I understand you're walking around in a mink that has to be worth a fortune, and...
Are you wearing Martha Ray's clothes?
Are you... That's the question everyone's been asking you.
Did you ever see her wardrobe? Why would I?
Why would we see her wardrobe? You are wearing her clothing.
No, I'm not. I'm making
Tell the
my
truth
own.
that
I
you
made
now...
that mink.
Do you now own Martha Ray's clothing? Tell the truth.
Fatigues. That's what
Excuse me. Fatigues. Do you now own... She has more than fatigues.
No.
She did not have any minks?
Only the gowns that I made for her.
Oh, so are you now wearing those gowns?
No, they're in storage.
And what about her minks? Where are they?
There's one sable, that's it.
And what are you doing with that? Are you not wearing it?
No, it's in the closet.
Like you?
No, not me. I'm only in kitchen.
Oh, he's out of the closet.
I'm only in kitchen.
No, be honest, Mark.
I am honest. You don't accept it.
And the Martha Ray estate now is yours. You now have the house.
The house is mine.
All I know, he's walking around with a lot of dough.
I really am. Really?
Yeah.
The will was probated.
Was it?
No.
But he,
what he does? Everything is on account with him.
Yeah, right.
Boy, charge this.
According to him, he's got nothing.
Right. He never had anything.
No, that's not true.
What have you got?
I never said that.
What have you gotten since Martha Ray's demise?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Since her demise, nothing. From Martha Ray, that is.
Right. From who? I don't know.
From friends.
Other boyfriends.
I just don't see marrying an old biddy unless you're going to get something out of it. And you must have figured a way to get something out of it.
No. Nothing to do with that. Wait a minute. So did you hear about New Year's Eve? Oh, you have the song I recorded.
All right. Now, you've written a new song. Because I don't have a lot of time today, I want to get to it. You've been out there screaming about some new surgery you're getting? Is that true?
Yeah, well, I wasn't screaming. The reporter chose to write everything. Yeah, January 30th.
What are you doing now?
A total facelift. I don't want my money's worth.
Can
I'm
I just
Jewish,
say something?
but just ever so.
You are a young guy. I mean,
He just had
I'm having
a
a
partial
birthday.
facelift.
No, I didn't. I had a redraping of a neck and a liposuction.
Oh, a redraping of a neck. Redraping of a neck.
So, like, now, you know.
He's like Yasser Arafat.
No, you got it. That's not a bad line, but the guy that gave me this, you don't want to say that to, including this.
All right. What do you have? That's a very expensive watch you're wearing.
No, I couldn't believe he gave it
Show
to me.
that to the camera.
Where is the camera?
I don't know.
I don't know where the camera is, but I think I need more lighting.
You're dating a guy and he gave you that watch?
No. You know, I should have brought the Arab up with me. No, I got to tell you what happened.
You're dating an Arab?
No, I'm not dating an Arab.
Now, why did he give you a watch?
It's unbelievable. I have a television show. How do you like that? Yes, and I have an agent tomorrow. And that's why now everything will happen. Anyway, now let me tell you.
Now, why do you have a, where do you have a television show?
We just finished it, and it goes to NAPTI, January 23rd in Vegas. That's why I'm having surgery.
So in other words, you don't have a television show. You're trying to sell a television show.
I believe this one will sell.
And what is the concept here?
Tasty Travels. It's the first time ever you will tune in around the world, because I've been filming in Germany, France, and everything, and having a few dates. And in their kitchens of the everyday, like the Poor and the Unknown, they do their recipe. I make my corrections on it. So the other day I go.
Are you following the show?
Are you what a
funny?
Memphis TV show?
Can you imagine him pitching? You know that this will never be seen anywhere.
You think so?
Oh, I know it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay,
Why didn't you bring us a pilot?
What is the show?
I'll bring you a piece of food.
What is the show? What is he talking about?
I can't get it's a cooking show.
Oh, it is. And he goes around cooking?
No, they do.
He goes
Who's
to
they?
somebody's
Whoever
house.
you are in your house. Candid food. Get it? No, it's really good. Okay, it doesn't matter.
What he
really,
does
it doesn't
is
matter.
he finds some old biddy in Italy somewhere, and he goes into her kitchen, and then she cooks something, and he makes corrections.
Better than going on the corner for some people.
Oh.
On the recipe, and that's the show.
Richard Simmons looks macho next to him.
You know, recently they've been calling me the beautiful Richard Simmons.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me get this straight.
So I go to this house.
What do you call the show?
Now, who produced Gay Gourmet?
Gay Gourmet, right.
Who produced this show?
I'm not gay, I'm theatrical.
Who produced this show?
You know him, Rick Turner.
Rick Turner?
3 Ace Awards. You know him because I saw you do your little drum
3
roll.
Ace Awards. I'm up for an Ace Award. That's no credential. Who is Rick Turner?
He's a great guy. Ask Jackie. Oh, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Remember we were in a limo once, and I showed you a cable show I did in New Jersey where the guy does Letterman's act down to the that's Rick Turner.
Oh,
so he's producing.
Rick Turner told me Letterman's doing his act.
Exactly. That's what he tells everyone. He tells everyone that he was doing it first, and Letterman saw his cable show and ripped it off.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell you about the other day. We're in this place.
He's got a television show.
Boy,
you're going to be on cable access.
Literally eat those words, Robin. So Gutenberg, New Jersey. Did you ever hear of it?
All right. So let me hear your song. So you.
Oh, okay. Do that first. Then I'll tell you
and
about
what is this?
Gutenberg.
You're going to get a full facelift.
Yes.
For the TV show.
Why though? I mean, no offense, but I don't understand.
I'm defying the law of gravity. Everything's falling. So I'm picking it up. I'm getting a whole tummy tuck, surface stomach. They're taking the
Can't you go on a diet?
I do. Then they take the fat out of there and they're putting it in my ass. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
A bubble butt. And then they're going to reduce my testicles. So I'm getting a face.
What do you mean? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious.
Reduce your testicles?
Yeah, I'm
Why?
the Jews. Too big. At 46 years old, you know, you got to...
Wait, you worried about...
Have you ever heard of a testicle?
Has this ever been done? Have you ever let it up and down?
Oh, Jackie, you don't look well.
What's wrong? Are you really doing that to your testicles?
You
look at that and say, "Oh, I need a lift."
Like you look at yourself down there?
Well, I shower every day.
I mean, you care how you look?
Who cares down there?
No, I feel about moving it this way and this way.
Wait,
let it just stay where it should be.
Sounds like maybe you got a complaint from one of his friends or something.
No,
right.
No, but that's a good
one of his
line,
buddies.
Jackie.
Aren't you afraid of AIDS?
Why should I be afraid of AIDS?
Well, because for gay sex. What do you mean, how disgusting?
I don't do that, and I don't bend over if you put a banana on the floor.
Really? You don't have gay sex?
Not like that.
Oh, no one.
Okay, let's play.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Now listen to the words.
Not like that. You've had that.
I really have, huh? Okay, if you say so. Okay.
You've never done that.
How would you know you didn't like it?
Oh, believe me.
I think, first of all, I'm not, ranking it. It has to be in your mind first, then put it someplace else. That's not in my mind.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know
fair
what's
enough.
in that mind. There's too much in that mind.
I'm just trying to figure out what the TV show is.
Oh, there's more than that. I'll make.
All right, Mark, let me hear your latest song, and then I'll throw you out.
Where did he say he was taking the TV show?
He is taking the TV show to Napped Tea. He actually said it right. It is called Napped Tea. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
National Association of Programming Television
Plus, I'm being
Executives.
considered for Eileen Heckett's May-December romance in The Five Buchanans.
You know what, Mark? No one's ever seen you in anything except some bad New Year's show where you stand around in a club
with a
bunch of gay
guys. I'm going back March, 3 weeks in the same hotel.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Omni Shoreham Hotel. Okay, so play the song.
All right, let me hear your new song. This is about Newt Gingrich?
Yeah.
You might like
And
him.
you'll play it all the way through?
Do you like Newt Gingrich or you don't?
No.
You do not?
No.
Why don't you?
Because I'm a Republican. I'm not going to allow that crap in the party.
Oh, you are a Republican?
I've always been, yeah.
And what is wrong with him?
Well, listen to the record. Every word I say is true.
Okay, let us hear.
Oh, boy.
Listen to the record.
Every word I say is true.
Go for it.
You only know one tune, right?
It's become my signature.
Can you imagine the music
What happened
sheet?
to the song?
Everything is constantly erased.
I know. I think this is his signature. My signature.
I'm going to do a Dear Howard song after this.
I think his mind is soggy with all of his friends' fluids.
Oh, boy.
Are you still dating that French guy, the young French
No, I'm leaving for Paris Friday. I'm going to the wedding Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, your friend is getting married even though he has gay sex with you?
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not going on the honeymoon. Trust me.
So you've had gay sex with this guy and he's going to marry a woman and ruin her life?
A real woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Total. Where's the song?
Okay, here we go. Oh, do I hate you?
No, you don't, Howard.
All right, here we go.
We got to give out the douche stuff.
No one even knows what he's talking about.
You'd be surprised.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
So will you congratulate your friend on his wedding by giving him oral favors?
No, I'm the best man.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So you're going to kiss him when he says, and now you may kiss the bride.
Yeah, one cheek and one cheek.
Are you in love with him?
No. No.
Do you want him?
No, but didn't you want to hear about the watch?
How'd you get that expensive watch? Is that watch worth about what?
I don't know. The dinner, listen to what happened.
gold.
The dinner was so good in this Gutenberg, New Jersey, and the wife Letitia made all this.
Oh, you know what? I don't care.
Right.
All
So
right.
he gave me an Arab headdress and a watch.
Okay.
Because you made him dinner?
No, his wife did.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Forget
I don't even
about
care.
It. It's a gift.
Here's Mark Harris singing about Newt Gingrich, and then we'll throw him out.
All right.
Dear Newt Gingrich, I must tell you publicly, you're sounding like the Führer from Germany.
Germany.
Wait, you got to play it through. The words run.
All right, so you think he's sounding like a Führer?
Reincarnated.
I'm proud to be an American in the good old USA. But as for you, behave yourself in a more respectful way.
How old is Mark?
How old are you?
No, wait, you didn't. This is only the
How
first
old are you,
thing that
Mark?
goes into production.
How old are you?
I'll be 46.
This is from, like, Rudy Valley.
No, that's the verse. The production comes in.
Dear Newt Gingrich.
Gee, Leo DeLion was right. You don't play it straight through. Go ahead. Joe Michael did this music.
Yeah, Mr. Gingrich. I'm writing this to say.
Do you ever listen to current music?
Yeah. Why don't you listen to a song that was written in this era? You know, Newt Gingrich's mother whispered to Connie Chung that
song.
Mark Harris is an a-hole. Do you know that?
I didn't hear that one.
She's in that song.
Is she?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Profanity about the First Lady Hillary.
Okay, here it is.
Everybody. Forget abortion. Your mother didn't do it. It's now too late. She blew it. And as for only
What is he talking
I
about?
don't know, but what's happening with the music?
Didn't hear the ad-libs. Go ahead.
Tempo. What is that?
These aren't ad-libs. You wrote this down.
The next part.
The ad-libs. Did you say those were ad-libs?
No, the next one, right after the next one. Just where you edited.
Just where you edited.
Nation now. I just heard the other day about your sister, the one who's gay and you're homophobic.
Wait a second. What? I don't still understand what your problem. Oh, the next is an ad-lib? All right, let me hear the ad-lib.
I'm not gonna date you.
Oh, that was it. That's an ad-lib.
I'm glad we got that.
Yeah, wow. I'm sorry I stepped on that.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh. You see this? This is your tape of your song. Look, watch it. See it?
Oh, so you're not finishing the song? Guess what? I have more.
I have more.
Yeah, I broke it.
You're not finishing the song, or you have more?
Oh, God. It's awful, Mark. It's
Really?
terrible. First of all, you say you hate Newt Gingrich. No one even knows why.
You don't know why? You like him?
I don't dislike him. Why would I dislike him?
I don't know. Why would you? I don't like him.
What don't you
Don't
like
like
about
what
him?
he
You
stands
haven't
for.
answered. What does he stand for that you
Play
don't
the
like?
rest of the song. You'll hear the rest.
No, but so far I'm halfway into the song. I don't know what you don't like about him. You're just like a guy who says I don't like a guy and has no reason. You're just reacting.
You mentioned one thing, abortion. Is that the whole
No,
issue?
there's more.
What else?
Listen to the song. I put
Didn't
it all
you
down.
write it?
Of course I
So
wrote
tell
it.
us what you said.
I'm waiting for you
Because
to
you're
the song.
dragging this song and you're putting us all to sleep.
Yeah,
It's a big
it's
production
awful. It's
number.
an awful song.
Oh,
It
I'm
is the
glad.
worst song I ever heard. How's that?
Here.
Yeah.
Thank God the audience doesn't think so.
You know, that's why he can get along in the world.
Right. Why?
Because you're totally delusional.
Delusion. It's as for Boys Town, the mood was so swell, but your ideas from hell.
But he looks at me like, wow, did you hear that?
Is that
No.
tough? Is that biting?
Yeah, now do you understand why I don't like him?
You don't like me?
No.
What?
In other words,
Right.
forget it.
He's not on this planet.
He's not.
Oh, I'm on this planet,
clue
all right.
What's going on?
No, I'm saying,
Right.
you came in here with the premise, you wrote a song you don't like Newt Gingrich, and the song is going to teach us why we're not supposed to like him.
And you don't understand the lyrics.
And then, no, I don't. I don't understand what you're saying that you don't like. What don't you like about him?
All his politics. I think he's too right, too close to the right. He has to be more centered.
All right.
Next.
What is too far to the right?
Too extreme.
No, what idea don't you
I think there should be pro-choice as far as abortion.
All right, we all agree with that. Yeah, yes.
Okay, I think someplace between him and the president, there should be a moderation, like myself. I think I'm moderate.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I
You're
am.
totally flamboyant.
We should all be like
Flamboyant,
you.
yes.
Would you ever have an abortion if you got pregnant?
If I got they just did that.
There's a pretty good chance you might.
Your first wife is so gross. Next time you sign, you should only shut up.
Okay, I had enough.
Yeah, but that's the last line.
All right.
That's okay. That's really it.
Marvin Homolish.
Did you write the lyrics to this one yourself?
Yes, I did.
With a little assist from Leo DeLoy.
No, Leo didn't do this one. Leo was hysterical.
All right, very good. Listen, Mark, congratulations on your new song about Newt Gingrich.
So
And your
tomorrow,
TV
just
show.
And your
turn
TV
into
show.
the news.
What is the name of the TV show again?
Tasty Travels. Tomorrow,
Tasty
tune in. I'll
Travels.
be next to Mr. Blackwell while he reads off the list
Where?
Where would this be?
in his house
You're going to be next to Mr. Blackwell when he reads off his list
tomorrow morning.
of worst dressed.
Of the worst dress, but I'll be dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah. How did you work yourself into that? Why will you be standing there? Oh, you know.
He invited me. And we also are hoping...
Have you ever made love to him?
No, but we're trying to do this play Love Letters together.
You and he want to read love letters?
Yeah. Oh, look how smart she is. She knows what it is.
It's a play where two people, usually a man and a woman,
Right.
get on stage and read love letters to each
So
other.
it was his idea.
His idea for you and
to do
him.
a male rendition of it, and our lawyer just...
Don't you two guys realize that you're two guys who really, no one really, like you've never been in a production of anything, really, that anyone's really seen.
We saw
and
your tape.
Blackwell...
Yeah.
Blackwell has not been in anything that
Really?
you know, not
One of the
recently.
original East Side
yeah,
kids.
I know, one of the East Side kids. That was 100 years ago.
Okay.
But Blackwell hasn't been in anything either. He's a guy who reads a top 10 list.
Right.
The worst.
So don't you guys realize at some point that no one is going to pick up on this stuff about reading love letters and all that?
Well, I hope they do. I mean, we put in a request.
Who is going to go watch you and Mr. Black
read love letters to each other?
I'd go.
What is it?
You know that Mark elicits like the biggest number of faxes on the show.
Douche dust for kids.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so I see. Dear Mark, why don't you go have your giant loose a-hole tightened up? Look at this.
Who writes these things? In the back room?
Howard, please, please, please let me kick his ass. I'm really king of all Mark Harris haters. All right, thank you for the Christmas gift of douche das.
May you all use it.
Oh, you're trying to tell us we smell.
Until we smell. I'm going to use it. Thank you.
It's really good.
Drink it.
Look at this fax I just got. I want to kill Mark Harris. Signed the Pope.
Could have been worse. Could have been Newt Gingrich.
Will you wear your chic outfit next to Mr. Blackwell tomorrow?
No, I'll be dressed to the occasion.
So what happened? You go over to Mr. Blackwell's house and you guys work on this play together?
No, we have to have written permission from Mr. Gurney, who wrote the play, so that's what we're waiting for.
You saw Mark when he did that Dorian Gray thing.
Yeah, what happened with that?
We're giving that to the agent, too. You see, I can't do everything. Now I'll have an agent.
So your agent will represent you in playing Dorian Gray. You're going to be a garment worker who never ages?
I may be too old at the time, even with surgery, to play the part. But
I see.
You want to see the mink?
No.
No, okay.
I don't want to see
Your brother-in-law had it on. He looked great.
Right.
There you go.
And your agent is the famous Hollywood agent?
I wonder. That's funny. No, Hal
Is it?
Stallmaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Hal Stallmaster.
And who is he?
Artist group.
Okay.
Very good. And what is he representing you on your various plays and Mr. Blackwell?
He doesn't represent him at all yet. He says
tomorrow we'll meet at the Friars
tomorrow.
and make a deal.
Oh, you see, so Harry Stallwater doesn't doesn't represent you at all, does he?
As of today, no. As of tomorrow, yes.
No,
We don't know.
What will change tomorrow? Has he met you yet?
Well, we've been on the phone quite a few days discussing all these projects.
I see.
You see, there's a lot of people unlike you that think I'm going to be a star. Dom DeLuise and some other people. But unlike you, there's a lot of people that think I am going to be a star.
Oh, they do. And wouldn't they think it's unusual that in so far, you're 46 years old, no one has tapped your talents for anything and maybe...
Haven't been out there trying before this year.
Is that right?
Before 94.
This is the first year that you actually tried.
94 June, yeah.
And what is he most excited about? The TV show or the
Tasty Travels and all that stuff? Yeah, and the fact that I have balls enough to, besides picking them up, to go out there and perform.
I see. All right. Well, listen, Tasty Travels, and of course you're reading with Mr. Blackwell.
No,
tomorrow.
if we get permission.
Right.
No, I'll just be there while he.
And you and Mr. Blackwell will read love letters to one another.
It would be great.
Right.
It'd be great.
And where will these shows air? On the Homo Network?
No, but that's a good.
Is there a Homo Network?
A good network?
Why don't you start something?
Yeah, we should. We should.
Homo box office.
Homo box office.
Well, my New Year's began great. That's all I can tell you.
You know he's RuPaul with no talent?
Yeah.
RuPaul with no talent. Just a little
Well,
pity.
Mark, anyway, listen, congratulations on Martha Ray, the estate.
You must come back and show us all your surgery after it's done.
Well, yeah, I'm going back. After all the surgery and the recuperation, then I'll debut again at the Omni Showroom with my new face, ass, and everything else in March.
I would like to see that. That I'm going to.
Where?
Well, certainly
Coming to Washington?
I'm coming to Washington to see you with your new face
really
and ass.
be very good because I'm going to the Kennedy Center for the opening of Carmen with a date. I don't know who, but they're fixing me up with
Who is they? Who is they?
Oh, that I'm not giving out.
No, who is... No, yes, you are.
Somebody
who
in
is,
Washington. No,
Who is fixing you up? Who feels that you have to be... In other words, you think that you're in old Hollywood...
No, I don't.
And
I'm
that you're being
moving to
fixed
New
up by a
I'm moving to
studio.
New York.
You think you're being fixed up... They are fixing you up.
You didn't see this? 2 pages in the Washington Post?
The 7th, Mr. You're right, and I read the Liz Smith
you
mention.
did?
Yes, I did. Very nice.
Well, you're getting press.
What becomes of a legend's husband the most?
So you think you're going to be fixed up at the Kennedy Center?
Yeah, I am.
Because who is going to fix you up? In other words, your agent is going to fix you up?
Very famous Washington lawyer.
Why do they feel it necessary to fix you up? In other words, for your image?
They feel sorry that I'm alone.
I see.
Even Clinton wrote me a letter most recently, which is very nice. He wrote me a beautiful letter.
President Clinton wrote you a letter. Yes.
Beautiful
And
letter.
what did he say to you?
Well, he's concerned at this particular point for my loneliness.
He is?
Yeah.
Did you tell him you're with a guy in
No,
France?
I got to answer him. And I'm going to send him that song.
He's concerned about your loneliness.
That's what it says in the 3rd paragraph.
Oh, boy. How come he never has proof of this?
Oh, I do.
Where is
Why
the
walk
letter?
around with it?
You're walking around with everything else.
It's I got to frame it. You think I'm lying? I'm not.
So you really believe you're going to be famous? This is going to be the year of Martha.
I know I'm famous now. I mean, as a media star, but just walking around, walking around New York the other day, everybody
as a media
yelling,
darling.
Hey, Mark Harris, and then that was the construction workers. Can I try on your coat? I said, no, it's too cold, but I'm going to make fur-lined hats if you want, hard hats with fur in them.
I see.
But yeah, I'm having a ball, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
I know you'll pick something stupid. Who would have guessed that?
I would bet you're having two.
We never doubted for a moment that you were having a ball.
No matter what, I'm happy.
Right.
I really am.
I know. Well, that's what they call it. You're gay.
I was looking. I'm theatrical.
Do you sit at home sometime and think about poor Martha Ray?
Yesterday I went to Marlboro, New Jersey.
Have you had a chance to think about Martha Ray and reflect on her, or are you too happy?
I'm finished mourning.
All right. You're over the mourning period.
Over the mourning
period.
Oh,
you are.
Yeah, you ran out of clothes.
Yeah.
I didn't want to buy more black.
So where will you announce the worst dressed list with Mr. Blackwell?
Yeah,
where is his mansion? In Los Angeles?
Hancock Park.
Where?
Hancock Park.
Hancock Park?
And you're going to have fun with that one, huh?
And where's that, in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
So you will fly back to Los Angeles today?
Yeah, after this, got to go to a hotel. I'm packed already. Get everything
Look at the fun he's having. He doesn't appear to work.
I got to go pick up my 7-year-old. I left it with my sister. I was looking at a house.
Where'd you pick him up?
Her.
Oh, you picked up a 7-year-old girl?
My 7-year-old daughter.
Oh, your daughter. Oh, I thought you were talking about a date.
And then we'll be, flying back. But I bought a Central Park West thing here for myself.
Now, where are you getting this money from? Is this all the Martha Ray money?
No, it's not the Martha Ray money.
Really?
No.
He swears he made money on his own.
Right.
With his own businesses.
Oh, I know. He's running around, flipping around. Now he's
going to... I went to Marlboro.
He's having more fun than anybody.
I'm telling you, I'm Marlboro, New Jersey yesterday. I used to live there years ago with a first wife. So this agent takes me and...
What agent?
From ERA, Trot Realty in Marlboro.
Oh, a realty agent. Oh, I thought you meant a Hollywood agent.
No. She takes me. You wouldn't believe this. She shows me this gorgeous home. It's right next door to my ex-wife who built a home.
Isn't that something?
I said, I love my sister. I wouldn't buy this. I mean, the home was beautiful, but who wants to put it next to the ex-wife?
All right, listen. What a life you're leading, and it's fascinating, and I wish there was more time to hear more stories.
So
you don't want to throw me out after 10 minutes. We went overtime.
No, you're terrific. There's no question about it.
Good too.
You're an amazing human being, and there is an amazing story somewhere in all of this.
So you think I'll still talk to you when I'm a big star?
I think you will.
Oh, Liberace's been coming to me in my dreams.
All right. We'll save that for the next time.
Now.
Right.
Channeling.
All right. Very good. I predict in 3 months you'll be a big star.
I will.
You've got about 3 months.
Seriously.
Right.
Well, we wish you the best, Mark.
I know you. I know you do. I heard you got a book coming out.
Yes, I do.
I do too. But we're in court. No, we're in court with the book first. We are.
You're in court with the book.
Why are you in
Arbitration January because of what the Globe printed, which is incorrect. Saying they have the manuscript and saying something else.
What is he talking about?
Well,
he's involved in all controversies.
Every time he does something, it winds up in court.
He does nothing, and he's in court.
There was supposed to be a movie made. It wound up in court.
Right.
Listen to this.
I
understand the controversy.
This is my impression of Mark Harris. The movie was going to be made, but it's in court. But I have a book coming out. I went for the TV show. But that's in court.
I said to Dom DeLuise the other day at Sardi's, we were having lunch, and I'm saying to him, because he got up singing, I didn't even know.
Are you a friend of Dom DeLuise?
Yeah. So he said. So I said to him, I understand.
That's shocking.
I understand.
Does he think you're handsome?
He thought I looked like Elizabeth Taylor used to.
Really?
Yeah. He says, "Why are you having a facelift?" I said, "Gravity." And then I told him about everything else, and he couldn't finish lunch. I don't know why.
Is he attracted to you?
I don't know, but his wife was very sweet.
Right, he's married, right?
So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so he says to me this, that, and the other thing, and I told him about Tasty Travels. He liked that. Tasty Travels. He loved that. Oh yeah, so I said to him, but Dom, I understand the controversy. Okay, the controversy.
You know what? I can't take it anymore. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why flamboyant?
I don't know what you're talking
I'm not
about.
flamboyant.
You're not flamboyant. No.
Controversial, maybe.
Is Liberace really coming to you in dreams?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you something. You better wear a condom if he comes to you in dreams.
He died of a bad illness.
Yeah.
But the rambling you hear here?
Yeah.
That's what he does between songs in his act.
I know.
No more, I don't.
No one understands.
I pulled up a stool in Washington, and I discussed. I mean, the reporter said my varnished nails. Do you think they're varnished? I only had one coat.
All right, very good. I know he talks to people on the stage.
Between songs, he talks and then goes into another song. But
do you have a tape of your New Year's show?
Yes, I do.
You do have a tape. Would you please bring it with you?
I promise, yeah. It's being edited now.
Just send it to us. Your New Year's show. Don't edit it.
Well, it's too late. They did.
Who's they?
Randy Houck.
Who is Randy Houck?
He's a good camera guy.
He's editing your show.
He did already. Because tomorrow we're giving it to Al Stallmaster. It's very good.
Al?
How?
But the guy's name had changed.
Oh, and you're having a meeting with the agent tomorrow?
Yeah.
And the agent will decide whether or not he's going to take you on as a client tomorrow?
He thinks I'm going to be a big star.
He does.
He does, really.
Don't.
He listens
bet
to your
on
program. Don't bet on it?
No, that he
You
gets
wanna lay
signed
odds?
by an agent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to lay odds?
Yeah.
How much?
Because, every time he comes
You know
in
who Seymour Heller is?
He
used to handle the
game
garage.
shows. How many things have we seen actually come to pass that Mark has told us about?
Boy, you in for a surprise. Nobody tries harder than I do.
Oh, I agree. You tried.
All right, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You called the agent, you told him all your ideas, and now he wants to meet with you.
Well, he knew who I was.
Right, and he wants to meet with you. And who else does he represent?
I don't know his whole roster. I'll ask him.
Does he represent anybody that we
lot
know?
of people, yeah.
Who?
I don't know them all. I don't.
You don't know one person.
name.
Yeah, well, I know he handles Dom DeLuise because Dom told me the other day that was coincidental.
Right.
So, I mean, I didn't know that going in.
All right.
Are we done with this interview?
Yes.
Enjoy the douche toss. Did you also want to
You
know?
find him funny because I do. I hope the audience does.
Did you know that I just bought a condominium in Berlin?
Everything he does is...
I did.
Condominium in
yes.
Berlin.
How much money? What are you worth? What is your personal worth? Are you a millionaire?
Oh, yeah. That, yeah.
You are?
Yeah, $1 million, yeah. My oldest child handles my money, and she just moved back to New York.
I see. All right. Well, let's save that for another
You got to
time.
bring her in one of these days. I want to see what you spawned.
Yeah. We want
Right.
to see that.
Born. Right.
We want to see if she's proud of her dad.
I wanted to bring my 7-year-old in here.
Well, let's do
so
that.
juvenile.
All right, let's take a break, and I want to thank Mark Harris for
Thank
stopping
you.
by. I have a lot of other things to discuss on the show today, and certainly you were the highlight. All right, Mark Harris in his shake outfit,
Yes.
looking fabulous.
Now, that's the only clap I'm getting today.
Now, you've gotten the clap, I'm sure, several times. Never, is that right? Very good. All right, the great Mark Harris.
Yeah. There he is. There he goes.
There he goes.
Oh,
you look more handsome than ever.
No, this is good in the cold, though, this chic thing.
Oh, good.
We'll be back right after this. Thank you. Thank you, please.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 97.1 The Eagle.
807 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 812 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN. It's The Howard Stern Show.
You know,
Here's Howard.
we got a lot to get to. I want to get to Best Song of the Year. I will play you my Best Song of the Year, but, I don't get out much.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is now I sit on my computer, and Prodigy has these chat rooms. Scott the engineer was the first one to tell me about him. He calls it.
Yeah? He does this too.
He goes in the lesbian room and pretends to be a lesbian.
Well, he is.
Scott, what's your story again? I don't know. He goes into like the lesbian room or something. And, Scott's a pretty repulsive guy, so.
Well, how else is he going to get girls to talk to him?
Yeah. But you go on, I've been going on Prodigy on their chat. Like you get, and you talk, it's like a room.
Yeah, but you go into the Howard Stern room.
I go into that. Sometimes I go into other rooms, but I like the Howard Stern room the best. They have a Howard Stern room, and I just go in there, and I tell people it's me. And then it's fun watching them be convinced that it's me, and then I talk to them.
Do you ever convince them?
Yeah, they all know who I am now.
Oh, yeah?
And you can have 25 people in a room at one time. That's the most you can have.
Yeah. Do you get a full room now that you've been doing it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sometimes I go in there, I'm alone, and then people just seem to pile in.
Oh.
Once they hear it's me. I think they tell each other or something.
I guess, they know each other and they start calling and saying that you're on.
Hey, but it's kind of fun because they got like a lesbian room. They have like bi men for, But you can't curse on it unless you go into a separate private room.
Uh-huh.
You can instant message one person in the room. And now there's this one girl who gives me computer sex.
Isn't that cheating?
No. She actually tells me what she's doing to herself and stuff. And she tells me she's 27 years old and she's really good looking. She says she looks like Sharon Stone.
Sure.
That's what she says.
And she's typing into a computer and having sex?
Yeah, I know. I find it hard to believe, too. But she swears to me she's really hot.
I wish you could meet her.
I told her because she said she's going to come down to the show, so. See, I can't get...
after she drops that 50 pounds.
Yeah, I can't get worked up over computer sex unless I see what I'm talking to, you know what I mean? So I always think it's going to be a guy.
Yeah.
So then I said, here, type in your phone number. I'll call you. I want to hear a woman's voice. But it was a woman's voice at least.
Was the voice nice at least?
No, it was like, hello. But she's always like in sexy outfits. She tells me she's wearing panties and like a bikini panties
And it doesn't matter what time of the day you're typing.
No, she's always in the same thing. And she's got, she's real horny.
Does she do good cybersex?
Yeah, she says a lot of good stuff that makes you horny.
Yeah.
She wants me to write stuff that I do to her, but, I can't do that. Because...
Is there any way they can print out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just,
Yeah.
I saved it all, though. If I ever write another book, I'll put it in there. I've been doing some research. So, and then there's this one girl, there's a girl, we have her here.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do sex or anything, She doesn't claim to be some
But
hot.
she's on these chat lines.
She's on the chat lines all the time, and she begged me if she could come down and visit me. And she's like a big fan, like way too into the show.
You've never seen her? Did you talk to her about what she looks like? Because I want to gauge how truthful these people are.
She said she was about 41 years old. She said she wasn't, some hot number. She was okay. But she kept, saying, I want to come down. And like, she only writes good things about me. She never writes anything bad about me.
Like what? What did she
Like
say?
when I came back from the inauguration of Pataki. Oh, my God, did you look gorgeous at the Pataki? Stuff like that. She's like a big fan.
All right. You want to meet her?
All I know is I'm on that chat room, right? I'm chatting away, and all this guy gets on claiming to be Stuttering John, and I knew it wasn't Stuttering John, and it turns out it was Stuttering John. It was me and Stuttering John talking to each other.
Remember the first time you went on and you couldn't convince anybody that you were you?
Yeah, but he didn't know the name of his own roommate. This was the weirdest thing. I'm in there, and I'm going, and there's like...
So John didn't answer his own questions, right?
Well, first of all, John's nickname, I'm going to give you a nickname.
Yeah, it's okay.
You give yourself a nickname so people don't know who you are. And I have a nickname now. I want to change mine, but I'm afraid to change mine because then everyone will pretend to be me. So John's nickname is Fauntleroy, which he spells wrong.
How does he spell it?
I don't know. It was like...
Fountleroy.
I don't know. Yeah, it's all wrong. And it's like, well, why would you give yourself a name you don't know how to spell?
Because I was just like on there. I said, oh, wow, I got to give myself a name real quick. And I just said,
He's real bad with names. So I'm on there, and there's like 3 people in the room. It's me, Fauntleroy, and another guy.
Fauntleroy.
And he goes, you're not Howard Stern. Because I go, well, yeah, I am. He goes, I know how. I'm Stuttering John. I go, oh. So I start arguing with him that he's not Stuttering John. I said, okay, just tell me the name of your roommate. So he goes, John.
Right, I said Stephen.
It's Stephen. So I know his roommate's name isn't Stephen.
Yeah.
But I did that because at that point I didn't believe you were you. And then
I just didn't believe it was you.
Away.
So why didn't you call me on the phone and tell me it was you in there?
Because
why did you
I didn't think it was you.
Well, why would I call him? He didn't know the name of his roommate.
But I didn't want to call. Because I figured there's no way you're going to be sitting there on.
I know nobody believes it's me, but I like
I couldn't
it.
believe it.
I kind of like doing it.
But meanwhile, that's all he does.
Yeah, that's all I do.
But then you got your middle name right, and I'm like, wait a second. And then you got your father's favorite drink. I asked you.
It's a really weird concept. You go on these computer lines and you're trying to prove who you are.
Yeah, to people that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
And neither one of you will believe each other. And
Right.
you said you and John were the only people on the line?
I don't know. There were other people in there, too, I think.
But it just became me and Howard talking back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I asked you, how many times should I wipe? And you said 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is him.
But that's in the book. He could have read it.
Yeah,
I knew way too much stuff.
No way. Yeah. You knew way too much. But then you checked out of the room. I was just about to like.
Well, I had to go. I think my wife was looking at me or something. But at least I get some contact with people.
See, I told you like people.
Yeah. As long as I don't have to deal with anything.
Let me ask you a question. Why do
human interaction thing.
Why do you say that you though?
I said it was me because I thought it would be well, first of all, I was thinking it would be kind of interesting to prove to someone that it was me. Because they were all talking about me, and they were saying, like, weird stuff. And they were all wrong about everything. So I got a little annoyed. I said, well, wait a second. This is all wrong. It's me. And I figured, well, once I say it's me, I can go just change my name again, because you can change your name every day.
But now you say you're afraid that people will come in with your tag.
Yeah, I'm going to change my name today.
Because they could do that anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to just change my name
One day
today.
you'll go into the room, and you'll come in as yourself. And
right.
Another person will already be in as yourself.
Right.
I'm guessing, but I think I might know your prodigy nickname too.
Yeah, well, don't do that.
I won't.
Write it down, but don't.
I'm probably wrong, though, but
Yeah, good. So anyway, it was Stuttering John and me talking to each other. Guy I don't want to talk to when I'm not at work. I'm typing back and forth to him on this Prodigy.
Yeah, this is how you can get to him now, John. You're supposed to go through Gary, but now you
No,
can
but then
just
you
go
got
on
one
the
thing wrong.
Prodigy chat
That's what got me wrong, because I said, who you going to 9 Inch Nails with? And you said Ralph. But you told me on Friday that you were also going to be seeing somebody else there.
D. Snyder.
D. Snyder, so I'm like...
No, but I didn't hook up with D. And I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yes, I thought maybe...
Well, that's the problem. People try to ask me questions. Half the stuff I don't even know the answer to. So anyway, one of the girls who writes in all the time, I told her she could just look in on us real quick.
Okay.
She's on there constantly.
Yeah, she lives on the
So you
computer.
do this a lot, too?
Yeah, so it's fun.
It is fun. You would like it. You would really like it.
Because I go on a phony name on the Prodigy line.
Yeah.
And it's fun because you can sit and rank on people and nobody knows it's you.
Yeah, it's funny.
Look, I saw this once, and I just said, that is the stupidest thing I've ever
You always say that, then you end up doing it. So don't talk too fast.
I sometimes spend like an hour and a half on it.
Where's the girl from? I want to see what she looks like. I don't know, but there's some girl who always wants to give me sex over the computer. Then she wanted me to drive over to her house Saturday night, but I thought that might not be
that
right.
was taking it a little too far.
I think that might have been wrong.
When you were supposed to be at a bar mitzvah.
Yeah. Oh, so that's you, huh? Let me take a look at you. How you doing? Her name is Star.
Oh, this is Star.
Right.
We talked to her on the phone.
And she's like way too into the show. How you doing? And she's real nervous.
Yes, I'm very nervous.
Right. You're shaking.
Yes. I've been up since 1:30, shaking.
Really? That excited about being here today?
Yeah.
And what are you on your computer every minute?
No, I have 3 kids.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
But you're not married?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
And she's like super Howard Stern fan.
Yeah.
She sees every show, listens to every show, knows everything we ever did.
Only for a year and a half.
You're not bad looking.
Just,
kind of attractive.
Thanks.
Yeah, she's sort of attractive, right?
She's cute.
Yeah, got a good body. What, do you work out?
Yeah, a little bit.
You shouldn't look like a...
She's no model.
You wouldn't expect, like, good-looking girls to be on computers.
No.
But you're not embarrassing me.
Thanks.
That's all right. So she's on there all the time, and, like, if anybody says anything bad about me...
She argues with them?
She argues with them.
No, I defend you.
So I rewarded her with a trip down to the station.
Well, what kind of bad things are said? Why would people go into the room to knock you?
Because they don't like him, so it's fun to...
And they say bad crap about me.
Yeah.
And she defends me.
Yeah, yeah.
When I don't have the patience to defend myself. And then she leaves messages for me. Please, contact me.
I did one.
Yeah.
I did one.
Right. But it's good. And, like, guys protect her on the computer thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, they don't want other people goofing on her and stuff. And it's a whole big deal to all the computer nerds that she's on the show today. It's like it's the whole topic of the conversation.
Yeah, and this will be the big topic tonight, I suppose. You'll write
They're all
about
there today.
Yeah.
what it was like.
I'm representing them.
Right. They feel that she is the chosen one. Like they're all jealous that she got chosen to represent them.
And you enjoy talking to these people.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Sometimes I get so nauseated that I'm talking to them. I just get off the computer. Sometimes I get so sick that I'm talking to people who have nothing to say, and nobody has anything to say.
Yeah.
You get on this computer, and now you have the ability to reach people all over the country. We're all in the same room. People are from Pennsylvania, from California, from New York, all over.
And even just like on a party line, they're now afraid to type, be the first one to type in.
Well, most of them can't type. It takes them an hour to answer your question. And then when you finally find something to talk about, they have nothing to say.
But haven't you ever been in and you have trouble getting a conversation started, so you have to start the conversation?
Yeah, you know how I start the conversation? I'm Howard Stern. That's the only thing I can think of to write in there. Because at least if I write that, people are interested. Because whenever I've tried to go under an assumed name and try to be someone else, they all just leave me.
Well, a lot of people are in IMs all the time when they go in the room.
Yes.
They go into IMs and just...
What's that?
That you can instant message people.
You end up talking.
If I wanted to talk to you solo, I could do that.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's in an IM, huh?
That's what happens a lot.
Well, I have to turn mine off because this one girl keeps wanting to have sex with me every minute.
She talked to me a lot the other night.
Yeah, she wants to have sex with me.
Cyber Queen.
Cyber Queen, yeah.
Yeah.
What did she say to you?
A lot.
Yeah. Didn't she say she wants to have sex with me?
She didn't quite put it that way, but I think she's bi. And she was talking a lot to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She was giving you
Yep.
cybersex.
Well, no, she wasn't.
Did you get horny during it? Or? No?
I have people listening.
Oh, you do?
Ooh, boy, wouldn't you have liked to have been in that
It's pretty cool.
conversation?
Well, I picked up a guy on Prodigy. Did I tell you about this?
No.
I'm on the Prodigy, and I go into this room for dominatrixes. So I thought I was talking to a girl, and he thought he was talking to a girl.
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden he goes, hey, you sound really cute. You know, how big are your breasts? So I figured out. What the hell?
Be a girl.
Yeah, I figured, what the hell? Let me give the guy some fun. And I talked about how once he had me, he wouldn't even know what hit him. He goes, I got to meet you. He goes, I gotta meet you. I go, listen, let me take, because, you know, I know how to rap to a dude.
Yeah.
I know what dudes like. I go, let me tell you something. I have really long, tan legs. I'm known for my long, thin legs. And
well, that's true.
the only thing, sometimes people make fun of me because my breasts are so big. And, you know, and then I started talking about how my legs were spread apart while I was typing to them. And, you know, I was really horny, and all I ever wear is mini skirts with no panties.
What's this got to do with dominatrixes?
Well, I don't know. And I told him also, I said, and he goes, oh, I want to make love to you. I said, I wouldn't even let you. You're going to have to sit there and eat my feet, click my shoes. And he's like, oh, my God, I've got to have you. I've got to possess you. And then I just said, goodbye. That's the worst torture of all. I'm leaving you. And I left him hanging.
What name did
And the guy told me he was playing.
I thought
But you get on there.
Man.
I am. I know.
Spend a lot more time than I would even imagine on that.
Well, every time I go, this is why I'm going to change my name today. My name is no longer going to be Hit List because every time I go on there, the first thing everyone talks about is that, hey, gee, Howard Stern has as empty a life as we do. She has nothing to do too.
So you got to stop identifying yourself.
Yeah, I don't want people to know it's me.
These guys think that some dream girl has that much disposable time?
Yeah, that's the problem. This girl, Cyber Queen, who keeps giving me sex, I know she's got to be a dog because she tells me she looks like Sharon Stone. Did she tell you that?
No.
Yeah. No. But she's got to be a dog. What good-looking girl goes on there?
She doesn't mean the Sharon Stone that's in the movies.
Oh, beside you. Beside you.
She doesn't mean the Sharon Stone that's in the movies. There's a Sharon Stone that lives down the street from
Yeah,
her.
right. Maybe a different Sharon Stone.
Right.
But you finally get on this computer and you're rapping to people over the country and, like, there's nothing to talk about. Everyone's just, like, blank. And then finally one guy goes, okay, who do you think is better, Picard or Shatner? Which Captain Kirk is better?
Well, there's only one Captain Kirk.
Yeah, well, you know, which captain is
captain or Star Trek captain is better.
Suddenly it's a Saturday night and I'm arguing about which is the better Star Trek captain.
Well, that's when you get on, everybody just wants to ask you questions.
Well, that I like. I'd rather just answer questions about me than talk about anything else. The part I like is proving myself to people, like changing my name.
Get into that 50,000 question mode.
Yeah, I like that. I like to see if I can answer questions about me.
And you can't.
And I can't. And you never believe me anyway.
No.
No.
I believed you the following Monday. I believed you.
So now you've met your idol. What do you think?
I think you're great.
Really?
Yeah.
Handsome?
Yeah.
Turned on?
I always thought you were great.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, how come you just discovered him a year ago?
Well, I saw him first on the Joan Rivers show. You were a lot heavier, and you were in leather.
Yeah.
And you were outrageous, and that was it.
That turned you on?
Yeah, I really liked you. And then he came on the radio, and I listened to him there, and then my husband said he's on the computer now.
Right.
Well, the club was.
Right.
So I never went near the computer.
Right.
So that day, I was computer literate.
Right. You went on the computer because there was a Howard Stern club on the Howard Stern bulletin board.
So you're educational, too.
Right.
At least you helped her learn the computer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm her whole life.
No, you're not. I got 3 kids and a husband.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah, but you're more involved with me than you are with them.
Offline.
Right.
You know, when I have time because it doesn't cost any more.
What is it? What do you mean you write?
You download
on
the bulletin board, and you take your time writing anything you want to write, and then you upload it.
Wow, you got way too much time.
I don't even understand what that meant.
Me neither.
What the heck is
that
she
sounds
doing?
pretty complicated.
It's a lot easier than having to.
You're saying you can download the whole bulletin board and read it
read it offline.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cost.
How do you do that?
You have to ask my husband that.
Okay.
He did it.
Really?
Yeah. But you're not spending a lot of money.
No.
And you should get a discount on chat. All
Why?
the people that are coming in because of you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't want to deal with Prodigy and get a relationship going. I'm not really that interested. I'll pay. So anyway, that's that.
That's your empty life.
That's what I'm up to.
Can another guy in the Baltimore come in and say hello?
Who is this?
Bill, New York City.
Bill, New York City? I've talked to him.
Have you?
Yeah, let me see what he looks like.
Okay.
This is another guy I've talked to on the computer.
Another computer person.
What, did he contact you and say, can I go with you?
No, we had a get-together last October, and we came down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he lives here, so.
And she's the girl on the computer, you know, on the computer that everyone's trying to pick up. Star. You know, they're all into her.
They are now.
Yeah, they are. They're all like turned on because it's a girl, and it's all horny guys.
It's a bunch of guys with stars.
Yeah, I bet you this guy's a real mess, Bill, New York City.
Oh,
Let me see.
nice.
Is he a mess?
No.
Because this guy's on there. Whenever I go on the computer, he's on.
Bill's
and he's,
always there.
And you can
Bill,
tell he's
New York
logged on
City.
for a couple. Bill, New York City, is living his whole life on the computer. Let me see Bill, New York City. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bill.
Oh,
You're a bigger mess than I thought. Here, come here.
We never
Amazing.
mentioned you being this kind of a mess.
That's you?
Yes, it is.
Oh, man. Is he frightening looking or what?
He looks like a computer nerd.
Yeah. A computer nerd?
Oh, come on. He's worse. He looks like a guy who hasn't seen daylight.
That's what a computer nerd looks like. They sit in a little room with their computer.
And you're overweight, right?
No, I'm fat.
you're downright overweight.
Yes.
Yeah, I've wrapped it. Oh, you're real nervous. Your whole face is twitching, isn't it? All right, calm down. He's scary.
What do you do for a living, Bill,
Yeah.
New York City?
Bill, dye your hair.
Computer repair firm.
See?
Yeah.
He's on the computer all day.
No, I repair computers.
Because every time I go on there, Bill, New York City is on.
Yeah.
Well, I have no life like you, Howard.
Yeah, damn, you have really no life. What is it, John? You've talked to this guy on the computer, right?
Did you picture him as like a Harley guy or something?
You know what? I don't ever picture any of these people.
It would frighten you.
And it's only like 12 people are ever on there. It's the same 12 people, right?
Well, it's the regulars.
And Bill, New York City is like a regular guy.
Yeah.
Damn, you're scary looking.
What are those glasses? What do you like?
Are you blind?
Like that.
Take off your glasses.
Now you know I wear the glasses.
A Jackie puppet. Have you ever seen a guy look like that? It's unbelievable.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
In a hamster cage.
Hey, you look like a hamster. Bill, look at you. You got to get on. You got to get on the treadmill.
I know.
You got to get off the computer and on the treadmill.
Well, Howard, you know I never met a dessert I didn't like, so you know, sooner or later.
Wow. So these are all the, you know.
These are your friends?
These are my friends. Star and Bill. Is your name actually Bill?
Yes, it is.
Right. Well, I'm changing my name so you guys can't find me anymore.
Oh, gee, that's good. We don't have to look in the dominance room then.
All right. You're real nervous, too.
Oh, definitely.
You sound
You can't talk.
Yeah, so these are my friends from the computer bulletin board.
That's us.
Yeah. All right, well, now you guys are like the heroes. They're going to be talking about you for the next 12 years.
Oh, gee, just what we
They're
need,
going to
right?
say you're so nervous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll be on for the next week. They'll be talking about it. How bad we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the little friends. Who are the regular guys? Have you met them?
No.
Some of them
not
we
really.
have, but the
These are my
rest of
pen
them
pals.
dropped out.
Ellen, we met her.
Ellen, yeah.
Steve is from
So it's not a stable group.
No.
No.
Not at all.
It's a pathetic group of people.
not.
I mean, I could go on there on a Saturday night when Allison was out.
And they're all there.
They're all there.
I'm not on Saturday night.
You're
I
not?
don't get
Well, you're on every other night.
No.
Come on.
I'm on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That's it?
She's cut down.
Not
Really?
cut down.
Bill is addicted to it.
Yes, I am.
You live your whole life on Prodigy.
Well, AOL and on the net, too, so.
Oh, you're on the internet as well?
Sure,
Yeah. All right. Well, I've had enough of you
Floating around
guys.
everywhere.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Look at Stuttering John. Because Stuttering John's on there,
Yeah,
too.
John's now. What am I doing?
Don't you feel stupid now, Stuttering John?
Yeah, because you know what? Like, you wouldn't talk to any of these guys on the telephone.
Well, I like you guys. My new friends. Well, Star, you're a hero. And Bill, New York City, I'll be talking to you on the computer very soon.
Right.
Bill, is that a earring you're wearing?
He's got two.
Let me see. Turn your head. You think that really helps your appearance?
How old is he? He's got totally gray hair.
Yeah, why don't you dye your hair? How old are you?
42.
You're 42? Because you look at least 20 years older than me.
Well,
Don't you think, Robin?
Yeah.
What?
I've had a hard life.
Have you really?
No.
Oh. Frightening.
I just like to say that.
All right. Well, anyway, Bill, congratulations. I'm sorry?
Autograph?
Yeah, okay. I'll take care of that in a minute. You got nice breasts. Thank you. Not you, Bill. All right, Bill. Nice to meet you. All right. The star doesn't have a bad body.
That's funny.
Oh, boy. Oofa.
Those are my new buddies. I talk to them more than I do my kids.
Well, you should be proud.
That's what I spend my day doing.
You've reached out.
I think I've kind of burnt out on it, quite frankly. I think I have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you never know.
He'll be back.
You ever go on that, Billy?
No, I'm not into that stuff. I mean, I know everybody else is, but I've never done it. I mean, these people look like they're tongue-tied unless they had a keypad here.
Right.
Yeah, they can't talk normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's not Santa Claus's little brother anymore. He becomes like a superhero on the computer.
I don't know. It's like a weird thing being able to type to people back and forth, and I kind of seem to be into it.
I know the last time I made fun of you for it, I got a bunch of angry faxes.
Yeah, like they're real angry. They're all up on technology. They're clicking away. They're all clicking away right now. Like you even go on the internet, that information super. I've been on that. Mm-hmm. There's nothing going on. People just yelling at each other about dumb stuff.
Like ham radio.
It's ham radio.
CD.
It's the new ham radio.
Well, guess what?
What?
You're on.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm scaring myself.
You're an operator.
Cyber convoy.
Yeah. Hi, it's me, Howard. I'm back.
No, it isn't.
No, yes, it is.
No, prove it.
Ask me a question.
What is your sister's name?
Ellen. There.
Don't believe it.
Anybody would know that. Answer another question.
Okay, ask me any question.
Signed, Stuttering John.
You are not Stuttering John.
Am too.
Am not.
Am not. Are not.
Whatever. All right, thank you.
These are the conversations you have.
I swear.
Totally ridiculous.
Totally ridiculous conversations.
What does it cost to be on that service?
I don't know. I don't know what I get these huge bills. Yeah.
He doesn't know what anything costs.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Mine used to be real cheap. It was like $3 a month from the phone company.
I don't know. It's real expensive. All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages.
Hi, this is Carol Alton. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Burn 'em, Howard.
Thank you, baby. Carol, hey, I haven't announced the best record of the year, Robin.
No.
You want to talk to the girl who was giving me computer sex on Saturday night?
Why not? We've talked to all your other little computer friends this morning.
Is this you?
Yes.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Howard.
You told me she didn't have a good voice.
Oh, yeah, it sounds all right now.
Well, I told you I was smoking.
Oh, she was smoking a doob.
And it does weird things to my voice.
Do you really look like Sharon Stone?
Yes, I've been told so.
So how come you won't come down here and let me look at you?
Because my husband kind of doesn't want me to.
No, she's probably in a wheelchair.
You can send a picture, though.
Okay.
Yeah, but she can send a picture of anybody.
Yeah, Sharon Stone.
Yeah. So come down here and let me see you off the air.
All right. No e-cameras, though.
No e-camera.
All right.
Because I can't get into computer sex, Robin, unless I see that the person really is legitimately good looking.
Well, you were just telling me she really did.
Oh, he had a good time.
Affect you.
Yeah.
Howard, you had fun.
I mean, it's like reading a porno book. She starts writing that she's sitting there and,
Well, if you're married, where's your husband when you're doing all this?
He's either upstairs or watching football.
So you're just making it all up. You're not really doing the stuff.
Not always.
Oh, you see. How about when you say you're really excited? Is that true?
Yes.
So you enjoy this?
Well, I can't cheat, so that's the closest I get.
Yeah, and she says she's real hot. She's got like a perfect body.
Yeah.
And describe what you look like.
I told you I was 5'5". I have blonde hair, green eyes, 120 pounds, and I look good.
And what cup size?
36C.
And she's in the gym every day.
I'm there now.
And she's got a perfect body, and she has sex like 4 times a day.
No, that was 4 times within one day.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
She did that one.
No.
No, that really happened.
Really happened because her husband gets so horny when he looks at her. He goes wild.
No, not 4 times a day, but once they did it 4 times a day.
No.
Yeah.
Saturday at 2 a.m. twice, and then Sunday No, Friday night, 2 a.m. twice, and then on Saturday twice.
Right. All within the same 24-hour period.
But I'm just saying it doesn't happen every day.
No.
No, we have to work, you know.
I don't know. I have to see this. I have to see you.
How long have you been with your husband?
8 years.
She got married like when she was 20.
22.
I thought you said you were 27.
No, I told you I was 30.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
So, did you call because you were upset about something Star said?
Absolutely. She had the balls to say that I would die. I never came on to her. I'm not interested in women. I like Howard and I love my husband.
Yeah, she only has. She claims she only has cybersex with me.
Really?
But then guys fool her all the time and say they're me, and then she has cybersex.
She's with everybody.
Yeah. You told me that happened once. You said that happened once.
Well, I thought it was you.
Yeah.
So you have been with other people.
Yeah.
Really?
She's on her computer a lot. That's why it's hard to believe it's a good-looking girl.
Yeah, why are you? You say you have a job, you're having sex 4 times a day, and you still have this computer time?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty interesting.
Oh, Howard, you love it.
Then she wanted me to come see her.
Well, I knew you wouldn't, so it was worth saying it. You know?
And she said she was laying on the floor naked. I said, how's she typing if she's laying on the floor naked? What was that?
Typing with her feet.
Horny.
What?
Virtually horny.
Yeah, that was worth waiting for.
She was typing with her feet.
I have the printouts, too.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to put them in a book.
Go ahead.
Because they're erotic.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So what kind of things does she say that are so hot?
Well, she's always...
Tell her, Howard.
I plan on it.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell her. She says stuff like, she starts telling me what she does with the guy's, genitals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't, and that's all right.
No, when you're in a private room.
This is an IM, as they say?
She instant messages me.
Uh-huh. So this is all out of eye shot of the rest of the chat room.
Right. So I can, so you can curse and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you two talk graphically to each other?
Well, she talks graphically.
And you listen graphically.
Yeah, I listen. I'm not going to start. My wife will kill me.
Yeah, if she finds these printouts, you're dead meat.
Yeah, I got them all. I'll print them. So,
and you told your niece that I was nasty?
Yeah, my niece was over the house, so I took her downstairs. I said, you got to watch this lady write to me.
I didn't write.
My niece, Pam.
Oh.
She's like 20. I said, you got to check. She thought it was unbelievable.
You showed her the printouts?
No, I didn't show her those. Because you're so friggin' out of control that I don't want my niece reading that.
Do you have kids?
No.
And she's always exercising, and you have a flat stomach?
Yeah.
Super hard?
Yeah.
What are your measurements?
36, 25, 33.
It's pretty good. And she says she looks like Sharon Stone. You come down here tomorrow and let me look you over.
No breast implants?
No.
Come down here tomorrow and let me look you over.
What time?
Anytime you want. Well, come down during the show. But
naturally.
I'll look at you in the commercials.
All right.
I got to see this.
And then he can really enjoy.
Yeah, then I can actually have some good computer sex. See, I can't have computer sex because everyone will print it out and...
It'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
It'll be distributed.
Right. Yeah. But if we IM each other, they can't get the printout.
Yeah, but you have it.
So?
Yes.
One day you get angry at him, and the next thing you know, it's everywhere.
Yes, in the Inquirer.
Oh, bull. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan for too long. I'd never do that.
Yeah.
I mean you no harm.
Right.
They all say that.
They all say that.
Yeah, well, some people you have to just believe.
That's how people get into trouble.
Exactly.
Oh, but Howard, you really enjoy it.
How do you know what? You don't know what I enjoy. You enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to lie.
That's right, so.
Yeah, but if she's only doing it with you, how'd she know she loved it so much?
Believe me, she's done it with other people. Trust me.
She's in every room.
Yeah, right.
No.
And then she wants me to be her master.
Oh, she wants you to dominate her, huh?
Right, yeah, like I can tell her when to change her name, her computer name.
Tell them what you name me.
Shmulik.
Yeah. What does that mean?
That's a humiliation.
Shmulik. How do you spell that?
I don't know. You're way too horny. I got a feeling you're ready to cheat on your husband.
No.
Okay. Well,
Got a
we'll
good thing here. Can't do it.
see. Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
But when you come down here, you start coming on to me.
You wouldn't sleep with Howard if he was open to it.
She would.
Would not. He's not open to it, and neither am I. I can't cheat.
Okay. Sounds to me like you're cheating.
On a computer?
Yeah.
You're thinking about it. All right, I got to go.
All right.
I got to announce the best song of the year.
Go ahead. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you, baby.
Take care, honey.
All right, hey, come down here tomorrow. Let me look you over.
Deal.
What time? Yeah, I'll put you on hold. You talk to Gary.
All right.
She'll chicken out. That's pretty wild.
I don't know what's going on in the world.
Yeah. That's what computers were built for. So horny housewives can contact disc jockeys.
Well, there's a big headline in the paper today about how you have to protect your kids from the sickos on computers, too.
Tell me about it. My kids want to get Prodigy. I won't let them. See, I know how perverts showing up at the door. Because they trick the little kids on the computers into giving them their addresses
Or
and stuff.
meeting them somewhere.
Yeah. They pretend to be other 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of that going on, too. The whole thing, the whole world is sick.
Using the IMs for evil.
Hey, you want to take a break and have me announce the best song of the year?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear. I want to see what you've done this year.
Okay.
Is it a far-out selection? Or is it something everybody will say, oh, okay.
I don't know. This will be a tough one to
out
read.
on a limb this time?
But I really believe that this song is the best song of the year, because I have listened to a lot of music this year. And I got to tell you something. This song is so far superior to any song that I have heard.
All right.
And I'll tell you how to listen to this song.
Oh, you have to listen to it in a special way to get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's trouble right there.
Yeah.
Trouble on the horizon. Lots of arguing will happen now that you name this record.
And listen, this is my best song of the year. You can't argue about it. That's one thing you can't argue about. It's like Mr. Blackwell's list.
But people do it all the time. Every time you name a song,
they argue.
They start screaming about how could you ignore this or that.
Yeah, but please understand that to me, this is the best song of the year. And I've listened to this album maybe 50 million times.
Now, is this the song or the album, or is the song and the album the same
coincidentally, this year, the album and song are the same group.
Okay.
So they're taking all the awards. Now, I will take a break. And when I come back, Robin...
The big announcement.
The big announcement. You will be able to learn what is the best song of the year. And I don't think anyone could argue with this.
This is 1994.
Right. Thank you. I'll be back right after this.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1 The Eagle.
8:52 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter, Eagle Weather. It's 8:57 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Return to the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, I must tell you that it's always interesting presenting the best song of the year because you need some sort of build-up. I mean, you just don't play the best song of the year.
And now...
So I really feel peculiar, and it's because you feel like there should be some great moment as you present the best song of the year.
In fact, there should be some award, some
plaque
to give to the group that won this title, but we're unprepared.
Well, first of all, let me just tell you who the hell the best song of the year is by. And
you got the song?
I have the song. I brought it in with me.
That's good at least.
First of all, the best album of the year was... See, it's...
I'm the only one listening.
I know. You think anybody cares?
It's not like you have a big audience in front of you.
Actually, the reason that I was anxious to see Nine Inch Nails on...
What is it, Friday or Saturday?
Friday night was because I had been considering giving them the best album and best song of the year. And I wanted to hear the song done live just to see if it moved me the same way, and it did.
I knew it was going to be Nine Inch Nails.
It was 9 Inch Nails.
I should have guessed because I knew it.
Yes.
I was going to say, did you just see the winners recently?
Yes. Well, I must tell you something, that this entire album is phenomenal. I saw some critic the other day give them a bad review and called Trent Reznor the Howard Jones the evil Howard Jones or something, or whatever it was. But I see him as a lot more than I see him as the total artist. Even the videos, everything that they do is interesting and artistic. You know, there's something unusual. There's something original about it, and there's something original about every song on this album. So therefore, it is the best album of the year. Now, the particular song that I think is the best.
And you think it works as an album?
Works as an album, and the way that you should listen to this song right now is turn off all the lights in the house, light a few candles, and put some weird old black and white video on.
Now, what is a person in his car going to do?
Pull over.
I hate it.
Pull over. No, they'll like it as well. Now, this song is called Hurt. I don't even know the names of the song on this album because I usually just listen to the album. But this song evokes the most emotion. Now, you will listen to this song and you will see why I chose this as the best song of the year. This is 9 Inch Nails. You hear this? Yeah. Now, you're just setting up the mood. Turn off the lights. let's get out of here. All right, we got to go. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. 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 All right, let's get out of here. All right, we got to go. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. 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 Let's get out of here. All right, we got to go. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. 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 All right, let's get out of here. All right, we gotta go. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. 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 Bye.